3, 2, 1, go.
Mic.
Ito,
yun, okay.
papasok.
Wait lang.
Dep-
Mic
May
test.
bato ba? Saan yung ano?
Mic test check sound.
Wala pa kasi delay eh. Delay.
Oo.
Ay,
Meron.
Meron.
Ayun, meron. May
Test.
bato ba? Saan yung ano? Ayun.
Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Meron.
May
Test.
bato ba? Saan yung ano? Ayun.
Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Meron. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Meron. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Meron. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Meron. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong? Hinako ng konti itong mic ah. Test. Mic test check sound. Too strong? Too strong?
Christian. Yan, okay na. Tingin mo ba? Mic test.
Hello, mic test.
Christian, minute ba to ba?
Hindi, may banda.
Christian.
Hello, mic test. Hello, mic test.
Christian, minute ba to ba?
Hello, mic test. Hello, mic test.
Christian, minute ba to ba?
Hello, mic test. Hello, mic test.
Christian, minute ba to ba?
Hello, mic test. Hello, mic test.
Christian, minute ba to ba?
Hello. Mic test. Testing. Test. Test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Testing. Testing. Test. Test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic testing. Testing. Test. Test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic testing. Mic testing. Test. Test. Mic 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 testing. Test. Test. Mic 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 testing. Mic testing. Mic test, mic test, testing, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test, hello, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test.
Okay na yung volume. Okay na yung volume. Okay na yung volume. Wait.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hallohallo Gaming AoV Tournament organized by Samurai Gamers in partnership with Garena AoV. Ako nga pala si Kades, and to my right, here's my co-caster for the evening, si Lone Wolf.
Good evening, everyone. This is Lone Wolf, or slash Wolf Knight. So, we're actually in for a really special match today. Not gonna make the introductions long because I know a lot of people already waited for us. So, actually, the match today, JR, can you fill us in on some of the initial details about who's going to make the initial clash tonight?
Ngayon, Lone Wolf, for the semi-finals of this Hallohallo Gaming Tournament, it's going to be between BrenEsports going against EurasiaSuperfly. So, these two teams, medyo, alam ko, they have a little bit of history, especially recently in a certain tournament. So, ano nga ba yun? Fill us.
Yeah, so for everyone's information at lalo dun sa mga nakaabang or nanood sa Kaysayas Valiant online community tournament, EurasiaSuperfly and BrenEsports were actually the two teams that battled it out sa final. So gusto lang naming sabihin sa ating mga nanonood ngayon na you're in for an actually exciting match. So Kades, what can you say about this matchup tonight? So,
It's very, got to mention, shout out kay Saya regarding for the tournament. Sa recent tournament niya, for EurasiaSuperfly, it's interesting their narrative so far, bago sila makapunta dito sa game na to. Kasi dati, naglaban na yung BrenEsports at EurasiaSuperfly, wherein Eurasia Superfly sa tournament ni Kaysaya, they went from the upper bracket to the lower bracket and clawed their way back to the finals to win every game.
Yeah.
I mean, to win all of the games, so to speak. And in relation to that, BrenEsports all the while up to now, considering they're still considered to be as the what do you call this?
top bet,
One of the top teams, one of the top AoV teams in this.
Still an undeniable and really a popular arena of Valor team sa in the Philippines. So yeah,
that's correct. Yun pala. So again, while we're still setting up the teams, still waiting for the teams, for the players of each respective team to fill in the lobby ID. Again, the price, the Hallohallo for additional vouchers to go along with the 15,000 peso prize pool.
Yeah, so again, just like yung sinabi ng aking partner na si Kades, a lot is actually on the line here. So in addition to that prize pool, of course, we have those vouchers to give away for the top teams na mananalo dito sa tournament natin. So
tama ka dyan, Lone Wolf. So right now, again, going back to dun sa mga predictions natin while we're still waiting for the teams. Lone Wolf, sa iyong palagay, tingin mo, ano yung nakita mong keys to, at least yung parang good factors or keys to the VIP, so to speak. Keys to winning ng BrenEsports.
Well, for Bren in particular, we've seen them in a lot of major tournaments, and one thing that most teams na napansin nila sa BrenEsports is napakalakas nung kanilang pinapakitang split pushing strategy. So and in addition to that, yung aggressive invades, especially from Kuroki using the Violet. So really excited on seeing how EurasiaSuperfly can counter that. And in addition to that, yung strengths naman ni EurasiaSuperfly, a really strong team, particularly in capitalizing gaps. Yung pag nakakita sila ng opportunity na pwede nilang i-seize and make it snowball para to really turn the tide sa laban nila. So I guess ikaw, Kades, how about you? What do you think? Would you agree yung about dun sa strengths and na sinabi natin for both teams? So?
Yeah, in a way you're correct, considering that again, BrenEsports has been considered to be one of the better or stronger AoV teams so far in the scene in Valiant server, especially here in the Philippines. So again, makikita natin dito kung gaano how far they've come along so far in terms of honing their strategies. Kasi right now in this tournament, we've seen noted, it's notable so far that they've been trying new stuff. Hindi lang sila kumbaga, their strategies are always evolving and such.
So we might see something really exciting, and apart from that, yung minention namin na split pushing. That signature split pushing technique of BrenEsports. So
okay, so now that all the participants are ready, it's time to go for the picks and ban phase. Here we go. So again, you can see that for the blue side, we have Leather Goods Company. So BrenEsports with Leather Goods, Antihero, Arcadia, Kuroki,
they're gonna ban Max for their first ban. Okay.
Meanwhile, for the red side,
Superman. So medyo, I think, we saw it coming, ladies and gentlemen. So Superman, AWC, kahit anong major tournament, medyo ina-expect na ng mga tao na, Superman, really big threat.
Tama.
Any team comp kalaban si Superman.
That is correct, Lone Wolf. So ngayon makita po natin, again, going back to the red side rather, we have Zell, Don, Buck, Inzai Place, and Peace Boy rounding up the EurasiaSuperfly. And right now, for their second ban,
it's gonna be an Arum ban. So again, another top ban. Kung anyone yung inaantabayanan niyo yung Arena Valor World Cup, Arum is, I think, close to 100% ban rate. So, just goes to show gaano ka potent at gaano ka dangerous si Arum sa isang team comp. So,
that is correct, Lone Wolf, considering kasi na mage tank siya. Like, unlike Grak, whose initiates is a very different sort of thing, Arum is a very forward-thinking, like very in-your-face kind of hero.
Sapakan, di ba?
Pero mage siya.
That's the thing, mage siya.
Tama ka dyan. And right now you can see again, Leather Goods getting the Lindis. Maybe that's for either Kuroki or for maybe Trisha. Because for the most part, at least, Kuroki's been known for his marksman
prowess.
Marksman prowess. And now we can see, again, BrenEsports going Antihero, getting the
possible Taara pick.
Rather. And again, you can see right now, ano masasabi mo dun, Lone Wolf, dun sa picks ng EurasiaSuperfly right now with the Airy as well as the Chognar?
Actually, you know, yung sa picks ng EurasiaSuperfly so far, it's really a familiar pick, lalo na sa local meta natin sa Philippines. You can see, in contrast sa BrenEsports, they're trying out, you know, yung relatively new heroes na nakikita natin sa roster ng MSP. So I think it might be a really interesting a match because, you know, we get to see if EurasiaSuperfly is prepared to take on yung mga bagong heroes ng server natin. So yeah.
Hindi tama nga yung prospect na yan of a very interesting lineup altogether. But now we can see right now Bren has completed their lineup. We have a Lindis, a Liliana, a Taara, as well as a Malok, and surprisingly, an Arduin.
Yeah,
very front-heavy lineup, don't you say?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, and completing the lineup now for ESF, they have chosen Crixie, Lumber, as well as Fennec.
Yeah, and that Crixie pick, mga kaibigan, so as you can see or as you can hear na pinag-uusapan namin, I guess kanina pa na sa Arena of Valor World Cup, you know, we've seen yung meta ng ibang regions, like they were like picking Grak, picking Crixie, you know, for the most part, I guess sa nakasanayang meta ng region natin, like we're used to seeing lots of Irie, Murad, lots of Alice picks, but you know, now it's going to be a treat lalo na sa mga nasanay sa meta ng old meta ng Philippines, that we're slowly evolving. No, we're gradually evolving into you know, opening new doors, opening new ideas for team comps and strategies. So yeah,
that is true. And interesting to note also that for the most part right now, the latest hero that's available is Rourke, and medyo I'm really
excited,
one of those
yeah,
people who want to see Rourke in action since based on first-hand experience, medyo malakas ang kanyang impact, no pun intended sa kanyang second ability, pero
no
malakas
pun intended
ang kanyang
nga naman.
impact at ang kanyang damage, mga kaibigan.
Yeah.
So right now, makita natin, again, if you see the lineup that BrenEsports have run with, it's very top-heavy. As in, they have they have Arduin rather. They have Malok as well as Taara.
Yeah.
And flanking, and going for the heavy, for the long-range artillery rather, they have Leather Goods' ever-faithful Liliana as well as Tricia's Lindis.
And quite interesting to note ngayon sa laban kasi Kuroki now is manning the Malok. So not sure if, you know, marami na sa ating mga viewers ang nakakita ng ibang plays ni Kuroki apart from his very potent marksman play, but we're excited how this team is going to use Kuroki manning the Malok against ESF EurasiaSuperfly using a somewhat traditional looking team comp, but who knows, you get surprises here and there. So yeah, let's turn to the game right now.
Okay, that's it. Here we go with BrenEsports versus EurasiaSuperfly.
Yeah, so far both teams, I think, they're looking to capitalize on farming for the most part. Again, the top-heavy composition of BrenEsports, yung Taara at yung Lindis na umaaligid lang sa taas. So, and I think, are we going to see a potential clash near the Dark Slayer? But no, yeah.
That is true. And for the most part, again, makikita natin na EurasiaSuperfly opted to go for a slightly mobile team composition with the Fennec as well as the Airy doing the roaming for the most part of this game, as well as the Lumber actually, providing support in the grandest sense of the word, ladies and gentlemen. So now we can see again that Taara is still doing some hiding things for the moment.
Yeah.
But again, let's look back here for some more action here.
Looks like there's going to be a clash sa mid. So
again, you can see, there you go, Arduin almost getting out of dodge for the most part, and getting out of dodge he does. But again, Leathergood's trying to return the salvo with some more damage, ladies and gentlemen. But again, still too close to call for here, ladies and gentlemen, again, for this game, first game of the semifinals.
Yeah, despite, you know, yung nag-encourage na ng clashing both teams, they're still with surgical precision trying to pick out kung sinong pwedeng mapitas, talagang inaabangan ng both teams. So really excited kung sino maka first blood dito or not. You know, we actually don't know sino makaka first blood. So.
And now again, as 2 minutes are in, 2 minutes are up, you can see again, here we go. It's always a critical portion of the match wherein they're going to go for the first Abyssal Dragon secure. Both teams are still jockeying for position, ladies and gentlemen, but again, I guess they both wisely, like for the most part, doing their best to avoid it. But again, here you can see now, BrenEsports getting the most out of the first Abyssal Dragon, hopefully.
Yeah, taking the opportunity. No contest from EurasiaSuperfly.
And again, you can see BrenEsports, nakuha nila yung first
Abyssal Dragon.
So, Lone Wolf, sa tingin mo, ano yung magiging impact nito sa early game ng BrenEsports at ng EurasiaSuperfly na nakuha ng Bren yung Abyssal Dragon?
I think with that, yung getting that gold advantage in taking the Abyssal Dragon, you know, I just predict them, you know, just taking their time because as we've also noted kanina na BrenEsports knew the naranasan na nila yung prowess ng EurasiaSuperfly sa tournament ni Kaysaya. So I think they're gonna be a lot more careful ngayon sa second na pagkikita nila. So yeah.
Nakita natin, speaking of nakikita, montik na kanina nagkaroon ng konting alitan sa Abyssal Dragon lane, no? Pero kita natin again, BrenEsports doing the thing that they're doing at the moment,
shaking and baking,
indeed doing their best to take down the tower, and you can see right now Linda still doing it.
Kuroki takes the first tower.
Tower, ladies and gentlemen, and right now again SS from Inside Place goes
and
down, but
first blood
goes to Kuroki and
again.
BrenEsports, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, ang lupit nung ginawa nilang technique na yun, and for the most part, for those who are really going in for the kill, ang ganda nung ginawang restraint ng BrenEsports by going for the tower instead of the kill. But
and
now,
then it's just you know, EurasiaSuperfly getting their own, but no, BrenEsports scoring 2 more kills after that trade.
Action too quick to call, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you thought that EurasiaSuperfly can have caught a break, BrenEsports still managed to go back with some more, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, speaking of, again, EurasiaSuperfly trying to press the issue.
Both teams.
Lumber with the SS, ladies and gentlemen. Anti-hero almost getting gutted, but now we can see you can see Fennec right now trying to get away from much damage. Montika na po si Zell at si Inside Place doon.
So mga kaibigan, mukhang nakakakita na tayo ngayon ng mga early clashes. So I think both teams, you know, willing to shake things up really fast from now on. So yeah.
Indeed, you're correct. And speaking of shaking things up, ito na po, mga kaibigan, yung pangalawang Abyssal Dragon, nandito na po right now. And just under 5 minutes of gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. Again, you can see the score is 3-1 in team score in favor of BrenEsports for the most part, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, tingin mo dito, Lone Wolf, kung titingnan natin yung items, who do you think has the better item advantage at this stretch of the game?
I think, you know, considering the gold advantage of BrenEsports, I think, steadily they're building up their yung load nila, so to speak. So, can't deny
nakita mo yan? Sorry for that. Again, Kuroki with an excellent engage, ladies and gentlemen. Napuruhan po nila si Don at si Peace Boy, mga kaibigan. And Lindis right now, Trisha, with the ultimate right now, and the lead is 5-1 in favor of BrenEsports.
So just like what we were saying a while ago, you can see already gold advantage, not just from the Abyssal Dragon, but from the kills. Na BrenEsports is slowly getting their stuff together, getting their punch, you know, really loading that big cannon para mamaya mag-snowball na talaga sila, you know, just complete dominance all throughout. But who knows? We've seen EurasiaSuperfly face similar adversity before, and they clawed their way back up. So, really hoping I think it would turn out to be a really exciting game at the end.
That is correct, Lone Wolf. At makita po natin dito, mga kaibigan, na again, ang EurasiaSuperfly, they have tenacity. They're known to be very tenacious in the sense na kahit mukhang dehado sila for the earlier goings, kaya nilang, magaling sila mag-bounce back, counter-puncher.
Counter-puncher, kumbaga Pacquiao Marquez ulito pa.
But then again, on the side of BrenEsports, as you've seen earlier, nakita natin na napuruhan na din po nila kanina agad yung top tower po ng EurasiaSuperfly. And right now, we can see
Arcadia, is it?
Again, Bok managing to put down Arcadia by near the siege golem rather. And again, nagkakaroon ng away dito mga kaibigan. And again, you can see EurasiaSuperfly doing the pelting damage that they do. Run and gun system sila ngayon mga kaibigan. And right now, although the score is still 5-2 in favor of
Bren Esports, but it's still anyone's ball game mga kaibigan, because we're not discounting yung strength ng EurasiaSuperfly to capitalize on gaps. You can see, pag may nakita silang buta sa Bren Esports, we have complete faith in they will really seize that opportunity and turn the tide. So.
But right now, we can see 5-man push po. 5-man turn, mga kaibigan. Enzai plays with the ultimate on Leather Goods, but Leather Goods still manages to get out of dodge. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, bigla, Chogdar with ult down. Kuroki, medyo umaabang-abang lang. Pati na rin si Peace Boy. Ang ult niya, binagsak na din po niya mga kaibigan. Again, you can see also how amidst the relatively low scoring game for the most part, makita natin ang excellent map control ng Bren Esports mga kaibigan. Objectives ang kanilang is the name of the game. And right now you can see that systematically they're
dwindling down the towers of EurasiaSuperfly. So
tama, they're whittling them down brick by boring brick. Ika ng Paramore mga kaibigan.
Kanta ng Paramore mga kaibigan.
So ito na po mga kaibigan. That said, at this stage or this juncture, Lone Wolf, what do you think is EurasiaSuperfly's anong kanilang dapat gawin para tingin mo maka-bounce back ulit?
You know, I think for the most part, Bren successfully, you know, they got this strategy sa kanila na parang somehow you'd think na yung EurasiaSuperfly is kind of running out of options in terms of yung picking their clashes, picking saan sila pupwesto and saan sila aaligid. Pero it doesn't look too bleak, I think. You know, we've seen worse situations where teams, you know, with just one tower remaining, bouncing back from the game. So still, I guess, you know, some might call it like it might be a Bren game for the first game, but for us, it's still, I think, probably still too early to call. So yeah.
And speaking of Bren game, again, makita po natin ang Bren still batten down the hatches mga kaibigan. Talagang pinupuruhan nila yung towers ng EurasiaSuperfly.
Really systematically, you know, pinapaliit ang real estate ng kanilang kalaban, EurasiaSuperfly. So
mahirap pa naman magkaroon ng pabahay ngayon mga kaibigan. So medyo
lalo bumabagyo pa.
Bumabagyo pa, mahirap diyan. So ito na po mga kaibigan, nakita natin right now. And the Dark Slayer
has been taken by Bren Esports.
Tama ka dun mga kaibigan.
So I guess it would be a time to worry right now for EurasiaSuperfly because everything looks to be on the side of Bren Esports at nandito na sila sa last few towers ng EurasiaSuperfly.
That is correct, and for the most part medyo interesting yung lineup nila talaga na three-man tank for the most part yung kanilang lineup na kaya nilang essentially legit na meat shield fiesta to mga kaibigan. Meanwhile, you have Tricia's Lindis
meat buffet.
Meanwhile, you have Tricia's Lindis as well as Leather Goods' Liliana doing the physical and the magic damage that they do. So, interesting enough. And right now, you can see again, Kuroki with the engage, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, you can see, again, Anti-Hero defeating Enzai Place with another kill for Bren Esports. And now, a double kill by Anti-Hero against Buck. And now, you can see 7-4. But Buck, before dying, pare, may parting words siya. At naka-double kill siya kay Kuroki, pati kay
That was a really nice turnaround, EurasiaSuperfly, for, you know, taking significant trades in that clash. So, yeah.
Tama ka dun, Lone Wolf. And interesting to note din kasi for the most part maganda yung magandang engage ni Kuroki nun. Solid yung kanyang shock nun, talagang na-shock at na-o sila. Pero hindi masyadong na-o ang EurasiaSuperfly kasi
hindi sila natinag kasi bumawi.
Hindi na daw sila tatantanan mga kaibigan. And tandaan nyo naman, and every time you go for a tower dive, always remember, the tower can be the sixth man of the said defending team. Kasi mas malakas ang damage ng Tore. Walang armor sa Tore.
Ang Tore ang real, mga kaibigan, ang Tore ang real MVP sa mga game. Para sa inyong mga kaalaman.
Oo nga. Pero right now, makita natin again, in terms of objectives, EurasiaSuperfly is really playing catch-up to Bren. And right now, as you can see from the screen, Bren Esports has six towers rather, as well as the fourth Abyssal Dragon.
And then getting the Abyssal Dragon. So I guess yung momentum kanina ng EurasiaSuperfly was a bit short-lived. But then again, you know, at their direst hour dito sa final moments, or should we say, we think it might be the final moments of the game. Kung kaya pa rin nilang bang bumawi dito. So
Dun ako sa stranger things have happened, mga kaibigan. So, we should not count out both teams. Pero right now, it looks like the odds are indeed in favor for
BrenEsports. Yeah.
So right now, again, you can see, right now, Kuroki again with the shock and Arcadia doing some damage, getting the Fennec out of the way, and Trisha securing the high ground tower from the Abyssal side. Abyssal Dragon side rather. And then you can see right now, oh, my bad, sorry. Yeah, Lindis, Trisha doing another round of damage for BrenEsports, and now the lead is substantially higher at 10-5 in favor of BrenEsports.
But yeah, so far kahit na kita mo na yung laki ng gold advantage ng BrenEsports at you know, having really significant items this time around, kita mo pa rin yung fervor at yung tenacity ng EurasiaSuperfly na hindi kami bibitaw dito, still defending with a keen yung strategic pa rin sila na i-defend yung kanilang core. You know, we can see it slowly, you know, turned into a BrenEsports game, but nandito pa rin, may dalawa pa rin silang tore actually to defend their core. So interesting to see how if this might be their last stand, you know, if Bren is just waiting for that right time to strike and, you know, overpower them, literally overpower them sa closing what we think might be the closing minutes of the game. So
that said, again, going back right now as the actions seems to be cooling down a bit, or rather, no, sorry. Again, we can see that BrenEsports, in terms of gold advantage, they have a 10,000 gold advantage for the moment, with going for 4 Abyssal Dragons again, with the 7th tower recently just getting destroyed in favor of BrenEsports. And right now, again, makita din natin si Antihero makulit yung kanyang split push mechanics. As in, it's worth noting actually that Taara, being a highly mobile tank who can do decent damage, surprisingly decent damage for a tank, can do so much pushing as well. Mag-ingat siya kay Duterte. Baka mamaya, mapagkamalang pusher yan.
Matukhang yan kasi lakas mag-push.
Sobrang delikado. Right now, again, you can see for the most part.
And a clash again, on the mid tower. So
clashing on the mid tower. Again, you can see, oh, Inside Place being out of bounds. Oh, okay, trying to save, managing to save himself actually from trouble, potential trouble. And right now, they're still batting down the hatches, defending their darndest, the second and the third, the high ground tower for the mid lane as well as the top lane, ladies and gentlemen. And again, nakita po natin ngayon, talagang ayaw din tantanan ng BrenEsports na kung gusto niyo mag-defend kayo. So, saluhin niyo lahat ng damage namin. And right now, Kuroki with the ultimate shock going down, ladies and gentlemen, doing some heavy lifting for his team, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, again, Inside Place misses the ultimate. Kuroki getting Zell for the most part again. And right now, the tower from the mid lane
is gone, mga kaibigan.
Almost gone, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, again,
And
Kuroki,
is this the game, mga kaibigan? Ito na ba ang ating...
Ito na po, a 4-man sweep from BrenEsports. And right now, Peace Boy is the only sole surviving EurasiaSuperfly member trying his darndest to defend his base. But right now, again, you can see that BrenEsports picking up the scraps, ladies and gentlemen, so to
take that last tower bago sila to completely go for the core. So
okay lang maging sigurado daw, mga kaibigan. Ito na po, mga kaibigan, and the core is being destroyed, and at the moment, Kuroki doing some heavy lifting
and
damage.
Now for game 1, I think, BrenEsports takes game 1.
Interesting enough, BrenEsports getting the first win for the Hallohallo Gaming Tournament semifinals, game 1, ladies and gentlemen. So, medyo malupitang laban to, mga kaibigan. At kung makikita po natin sa screen, ito po yung, kanilang scoreboard for the post scoreboard.
KDA. So, as the stats display it, it's basically a BrenEsports storm for the first round. So
that is true. Leather Goods,
and no pun intended again dahil bumabagyo. So
tama nga naman, stay safe and dry, mga kaibigan. And again, going back, Leather Goods getting MVP honors with 12.3 score for his MVP to go with 2 kills, 0 deaths, and 9 assists for the game, ladies and gentlemen.
And our, me and Kades, I guess our props as well to Kuroki for really, displaying his prowess with the timing of the Malak, with a whopping 12 assists for this game. And
okay, so right now that's first game going in favor of BrenEsports, and right now as the people, as our technical crew is working on getting the lobby again for the second game, tingin mo, Lone Wolf, ano yung kinakalaging factor doon sa first game ng Bren at Eurasia Superfly.
I think one thing na napansin natin sa pick and bans pa lang na stages is nakita natin na yung pagka-top heavy nung BrenEsports opting to go for heroes that can bully you in your face. So I think naging malaking factor 'yun for leather goods and company to really look for really be aggressive sa mga team fights. So I think that contributed to really to keep EurasiaSuperfly in check, lalo na sa sa unang pagkuha ng BrenEsports sa Abyssal Dragon na practically no contest from the EurasiaSuperfly. So how about you, Kades? What do you think how do you think that unfolded in the favor of BrenEsports?
Very novel yung kanilang ginawang strategy kanina, wherein kasi as we said earlier, Kuroki is usually known as one of the prominent marksmen,
premier marksman player
for AoV.
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, at least at this tournament rather, nagkaroon siya ng konting change of role eh. Kasi nakita natin na malok ang kanyang ginamit
and
sobrang
Trisha manning the marksman role.
Marksman duties so far. So yung ganong line-up cross-up if you may.
Yeah.
Ano siya? Sobrang indicative siya of how how strategic BrenEsports is when it comes to picking the right composition. Na ngayon si Kuroki hindi na lang siya noted as a very good marksman but rather a good frontliner now. So what doesn't BrenEsports have to make sure na magkaroon sila ng to maintain their dominance, so to speak.
Yeah. So again before start ng ating pangalawang match, mga kaibigan, we just like to discuss EurasiaSuperfly. How about you, Kades? How do you think EurasiaSuperfly, given that the turnout of that first game, what adjustments should they make in terms of how we saw BrenEsports play, how Kuroki showed his prominence not just as a marksman but as a warrior in the arena of Valor?
If I remember correctly, I'm not sure. I can't remember if it's Inzai Place or I think Inzai Place was the lumber.
Yeah.
Okay na sana yung lineup nila with the Chognar and the lumber combo. The thing is, nakita ng kumbaga na scout ng Bren na so dalawa kayong anti-crowd control. So kaya sila pumili ng ikatlong hard tank na in the form of Taara.
Yeah.
So medyo nahuli sila doon.
And a mobile tank at that.
Mobile tank at that na matigas, di ba? Pero I'm still thinking na kaya pa rin naman mag-bounce back ng EurasiaSuperfly, all things considered. Kasi for the most part, in terms of execution kanina, medyo sila ng konti, a little too much to be medyo kulang pa ng konti. Pero feeling ko naman they have a knack of getting back, of bouncing back rather from such a setback. Kasi we've seen it time and again before, lalo sa tournament previously, wherein they managed to, get their get their wins back and eventually win the whole enchilada for the previous tournament. But right now, yun yung magiging TLDR.
Yeah. So I think with considering yung heart na lang nila for the game, I think EurasiaSuperfly is no stranger for keeping their cool despite playing the catch up this time around. Kasi they're down a game, so I think they haven't lost heart yet. I think EurasiaSuperfly still has that will, and no pun intended again for for saying that word, but still has that drive to figure out how to counter the onslaught of BrenEsports.
Indeed, you're correct there, Lone Wolf. And right now, I guess we're going to right now all players are set. Right now, we're going for game 2 of EurasiaSuperfly versus BrenEsports. And right now, we're in the pick and ban phase. And again, makikita natin ngayon, nag-lane switch na po sila.
So again, EurasiaSuperfly getting that Superman ban again. So, and the BrenEsports going for a Lindis ban.
A very peculiar kind of bans right now. Kasi kanina, BrenEsports yung gumamit ng Lindis. So, nandun sila right now. Maybe they're employing a new strategy na pag sinabi nila, if we are not gonna use Lindis, no one will use Lindis for this game. And right now, again, going back, EurasiaSuperfly banning again the last Son of Krypton. So we're not going to see Superman again for this tournament, for this game rather, at least for this game this evening. And again, with Timmy with the second ban.
Yeah.
So, kakaiba din talaga. I'm still hoping na magamit nila si Rourke.
Si Rourke.
Or kahit si Adam, any of the new heroes that were recently released. Kasi
So,
medyo jolid pre. Jolid yung kanilang ang kanilang impact, no?
Yeah.
So ito na po mga kaibigan, we're still waiting for Anti-Hero to get the pick.
Second ban and Arum.
Right off the bat.
Confirming the second ban for BrenEsports is Arum.
You're correct there. And right now, for the most part again, you can see na Arum kasi medyo malakas talaga yung kanyang kit.
Tank mage eh.
Tank mage siya eh. Magic damage, tas medyo makunat. So, ang gagawin mo dyan, diba? Anyway, EurasiaSuperfly going for a Zenial pick right now. He was predominantly one of the more meta characters, you could say. Meta heroes, rather, from the Valiant server. Since his global ultimate is very strong, especially after level 4 or once he reached level 4, and we go for his patented Zenial special of the split push mechanic. Essentially, he's like Taara, only better. And right now you can see Leather Goods and Anti-Hero locking in their
no offense sa mga Taara mains dyan, pero so
sorry for that, pero alam naman natin kanya-kanyang
discarte nga naman
pero
yan, mga kaibigan.
meta-wise,
but we saw a good Taara play kanina from Anti-Hero.
So again, you can see Leather Goods and Anti-Hero getting Malok and Airy for their picks. Apparently, I guess medyo it's either gusto nila na wag i-deny sa ESF ang kanilang Airy pocket pick, or meron din naman silang bagong strategy.
And now sa EurasiaSuperfly and Dawn getting that Liliana pick. So kanina nakita natin yung BrenEsports yung nagliliana eh. So is this like sending a message to EurasiaSuperfly na eto kami magliliana naman kami ngayon?
It makes me think na parang maganda ng concept tong Battle of the Mages or Battle of the Mid Lane rather in Leather Goods versus ESF Dawn. Kasi si Dawn, alam ko at least sa mga laban niya so far, siya yung kumbaga premier mage ng EurasiaSuperfly. Meanwhile, Leather Goods is Leather Goods. His accolades speaks volumes for him in terms of his acumen for all things mage. And right now, Kuroki and Arcadia gets Alice and Tolen for their lineup. And right now, EurasiaSuperfly are down to their last two picks, and they're contemplating
Zuka and Fennec for their last two picks. So
that is true.
Only a matter of time. Abangan natin. Oh yes, confirming for Peace Boy, confirming the Fennec pick.
Meanwhile, we can see that Zuka, they're still on the fence, and finally locking in the Zuka right now.
So last pick for BrenEsports at ikaw Kades, who do you think really meshes well with the current are they going for a Violet?
They spoke for it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Violet
rounding up the lineup for BrenEsports right now. So again, we could see Leather Goods again manning the Tolen, as well as Kuroki doing his Malak again. Mga kaibigan, nakita natin medyo nakalusot at nakuha na naman ng Bren ang Malok. Meanwhile, at the ESF side of things, we can see the Zenial, Liliana, Zuka, Lumber, and the Fennec pick, ladies and gentlemen. That said, Lone Wolf, team composition-wise, kanino ka boboto?
I think I have to go for, I think from round 1 after seeing how a Malok so synergized well with the strategy in mind of BrenEsports. I might have to think that, at least on paper, I think I'm gonna go for BrenEsports. After seeing how much potential and how much gaano kaganda yung timing or yung pasok ni Kuroki with the Malok. On paper, it just seems that they're probably gonna overwhelm yung team ng EurasiaSuperfly. But then again, I'm not discounting a comeback because the EurasiaSuperfly's team comes looking really good as well with the Zenial, and a treat for us ngayon is they opted to go for a Liliana pick. So makikita naman natin how well done. Is this a sign na papakitaan niya I guess si Leather Goods played the Liliana a while ago. Ganito siya maglaro na kanyang Liliana.
That is correct there, Lone Wolf. Pero doon din sa sinabi mo kanina, yung point of discussion din dito would be yung lineup kasi kanina ng BrenEsports. They opted to go for a three warrior tank lineup to be the meat shield. Meanwhile, right now they only have essentially Kuroki's Kuroki's Malok. So, tignan natin kung paano nila magagawa ng paraan to. But again, you can see for the most part, ESF opting to go for another highly mobile lineup. Highly mobile, in this case, like pushing heavy lineup. But again, cards are set right now. We can see the players are in the game right now.
So
here we
gathering closely sa mid lane ba to? Ay, hindi.
Here we go with ESF versus BrenEsports Game 2 for the semi-final round of the Hallohallo Gaming Tournament. Okay, we can see for the most part again, ang malupitang right now actually EurasiaSuperfly really good. They're employing for the 2 Smite lineup with the Fennec as well as the Zenial. Of course, Zenial is often is known for the running with Smite regardless of the lane or jungling, but predominantly he goes lane because he needs to get to level 4 ASAP. So kakaiba yung lineup nila ngayon. Again, you can see Arcadia doing the usual Alice things, wherein she's always going to be roaming, looking for the gank, looking for some possible openings for his team, ladies and gentlemen.
It looks like there's going to be a pick here
Right
sa
now,
mid lane.
And right now, Inzai plays with a
Looking
good
to,
initiate.
Early clash.
Don trying to bait out Leather Goods with that initiate, and for the most part, kumagat siya. Problema lang, medyo rumesback po. Rumesback si Arcadia, mga kaibigan. So medyo nakaget out of dodge sila. And right now, we can see Peace Boy and Don doing some, you scratch my back, I scratch yours in terms of the jungle, in terms of jungling right now. And Inside plays still doing, essentially, Inside plays a very well-known number player, and very good at that, actually, ladies and gentlemen. So right now we can see, again, Arcadia and the BrenEsports team still doing their best, jockeying for position, ladies and gentlemen. Inside plays almost getting killed. Almost getting killed right there. But again, you can see again now, the Fennec, Peace Boy trying his best again. Ultimate's down. But again, that Alice with the get off me,
Get off me button yan.
Yung ult niya, pre, get off me button yun.
Get off me, bro, yan.
But right now, we can see Romes bumalik ang EurasiaSuperfly trying to contest the dragon, getting secured. The first Abyssal Dragon gets secured by BrenEsports. And we can see right now, again, Kuroki trying his best to engage, and right now, Leather Goods with the first blood against Buck, ladies and gentlemen. Peace Boy doing this, darndest to get away from dodge, but again, you can see Don doing his best to get some damage and managing to kill actually Leather Goods for quick measure. But again, Peace Boy still getting the damage, getting killed rather, for BrenEsports now with the 1-3 team score advantage. Action too quick to call, mga kaibigan. Ito na po si Don. Sinubukan niyang sumugan, mga kaibigan. Napatay po niya si Arcadia, mga kaibigan. Pero namatay rin po siya. Si Trisha inahabol po ng bola, mga kaibigan. Muntikan na, mga kaibigan. Hindi po siya natamaan ng bola.
Very good escape there by Trisha.
Grabe po, mga kaibigan. Nakita po natin yung bola na yan.
Kabuhok yan, mga kaibigan.
Gaming po, mga kaibigan.
Kabuhok na ilag.
So makita natin, that's very reminiscent of Indiana Jones. Pare, muntikan siyang ma-GG ng bola, bro. Grabe, mga kaibigan. High quality, high octane action here from AoV.
And still very early in the game, both teams, pushing to get really aggressive sa kanilang mga plays. So, yeah.
That's correct. And right now at this juncture, dare I say, Lone Wolf, sa tingin mo, who has the edge so far? BrenEsports or EurasiaSuperfly?
It's really close. Despite Bren, a really smart play by Trisha getting...
but again, sorry, nagkaroon po ng awal bigla ngayon. Don getting the best out of Arcadia, ladies and gentlemen, with an excellent 3-man gank there. Medyo roaming po si Arcadia at nahuli po siya ni Peace Boy Inside Place at ni Don, mga kaibigan, for very close 3-4.
And there we say, ito na ba ang momentum ng na hinahanap ng EurasiaSuperfly to bounce back from their loss in the first game? I hope we can...
That could be the case there, Lone Wolf. And right now we can see as EurasiaSuperfly now getting trying to get the dragon, Abyssal Dragon for this moment, trying to secure the Abyssal Dragon, and Abyssal Dragon gets secured, ladies and gentlemen, by EurasiaSuperfly. And right now, the cavalry has arrived with the form of the Xenia, going for Angelic Splendor, doing some heavy damage with Buck getting Trisha in short and quick fashion rather. And again, look at the damage from Don with
capitalizing on their momentum. Ito na ba yun, mga kaibigan?
Kita po natin, mga kaibigan, na puruhan po, mga kaibigan. Ito na po sila, ang EurasiaSuperfly. getting the most, I mean, taking advantage of of securing rather the Abyssal Dragon for that instance, for that game, and all of the cards essentially falls in favor for EurasiaSuperfly right now. Grabe yung action mga kaibigan. Alala. And right now you can see, kakasira lang po. First tower honors goes to, second tower is essentially destroyed by ESF. And again, sobrang quick turn of events there, ladies and gentlemen. Won't you agree, Lone Wolf?
Oh, actually, during the first stages of the match, ang ganda ng pinakitang engages ng EurasiaSuperfly to, as we said earlier, they are really good at capitalizing yung small gaps, yung konting if you're, especially in MOBAs, if you're not paying attention.
And speaking of not paying attention, mga kaibigan, again, si Anti-Hero na dali na naman po ng ESF. Medyo sinusubukan niya mag-shake ng baiting pero nahuli po siya.
Nabarangay siya. Nakuyog
po mga kaibigan. Right now, again, favor the game so far, at the earlier stages of the game.
Looking really solid for EurasiaSuperfly right now.
Indeed, that's correct, Lone Wolf. So right now, on the other side of things, on the BrenEsports side of things, what do you think should should BrenEsports do to, like, essentially prevent further bleeding in this game?
I think it boils down to being a little bit more.
And speaking of being a little bit too much action, again you can see Kuroki and Anti-Hero doing some quick number on ESF Buck, ladies and gentlemen. Kita po natin ngayon ang Bren, di talaga papatinag yan mga kaibigan. Ito na po, inside place, going for an engage, ladies and gentlemen. Inside place, getting the most out of Trisha. The fight is about to die, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, again, Kuroki. But still, ang daming nangyaring mga kaibigan.
At nahuli
mga kaibigan. Don doing some awesome damage against Kuroki, getting the kill. But again, you can see Anti-Hero shutting down Don, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, after such wild, you can say fiesta-like kind of place for both teams, EurasiaSuperfly emerges there with a 9-7 team score advantage, ladies and gentlemen. Grabe po yung mga nakaganapan na yun, mga kaibigan.
Masyadong mabilis ang kanilang sagupaan eh.
Tama ka dun. And actually, again, going back to what you were trying to say, Lone Wolf, ano sa tingin mo yung kailangan gawin ng BrenEsports in this juncture of the match?
I think, yung BrenEsports, I think for the most part, they had a game na para ipakita nila yung kanilang strategy with using that Malok. Pero I think EurasiaSuperfly slowly but surely figuring them out and getting their stuff together right now. So I think BrenEsports has to capitalize on just watching yung own gaps ng EurasiaSuperfly. Wait for them to get really careless. As both teams, showing really good aggression right now. So,
and by nakita po natin ngayon, again, ESF Don sniping down, bursting down, Arcadia in quick succession, in quick fashion rather. Kita po natin ngayon, the lead right now is ballooning in the favor of EurasiaSuperfly, 11-7. And again,
and now on the Dark Slayer, nasa Dark Slayer ng EurasiaSuperfly.
At nakuha po nila ang Dark Slayer. Meanwhile, at the off-lane, nakita natin si Buck doing Kung Fu Panda sort of shenanigans, trying to push the lane for his team. And right now we can see Anti-Hero, getting the most getting damage there by Buck, mga kaibigan. But again, Aerie being the very elusive and slippery hero that she is, managed to get out of dodge for the most part, ladies and gentlemen.
Kulang na lang dyan mga kaibigan yung kahoy sa Naruto yung yung nagsasubstitute sa'yo.
That is true mga kaibigan. Mokoj yun yung naisip kong kahoy pa. Pero mali, different stuff, different folks, man. But right now, again, you can see, medyo interesting ang turn of events to say the least here, Lone. Makita mo na, first game, medyo kontrolado ng BrenEsports sa objectives. Pero ngayon, dahil nagawan ng paraan ng EurasiaSuperfly na makuha ang mga objectives right now in the form of 2 Abyssal Dragons as well as
a Dark Slayer.
Most of BrenEsports' towers, ladies and gentlemen. So, interesting. Again, going back sa point mo na hindi mo na natapos dahil sorry, dami nangyari. Pero speaking of dami nangyari, ito na po mga kaibigan.
Another tower goes to EurasiaSuperfly.
Ika nga ng Queen, another one bites the dust, mga kaibigan. Pero again, di magpapatinag. Anti-hero still doing some late game sneaky dito, mga kaibigan.
Shaking and baking.
Sa off-lane, pero naamoy po siya ni Zeniel at sabi niya, not today. At right now, makita natin, mga kaibigan. Kita po natin again right now, after 10 minutes of action right now, we can see EurasiaSuperfly with 30,000 gold. Meanwhile, BrenEsports has 25,000 gold. And team score-wise, there's 11-7 in favor of EurasiaSuperfly.
So medyo malaki-laking lamang ito in the favor of EurasiaSuperfly, mga kaibigan. At this point in the game, Cadis, how do you think BrenEsports can bounce back from this literally,
yeah. Speaking of bouncing back, nahulugan po na naman ng Rolling Panda si Anti-Hero doon. Going to your question, feeling ko they need to get some stops in the way of kailangan nila ma-shutdown yung carries ng EurasiaSuperfly. Mainly Liliana and si Fennec.
Yeah.
Kasi medyo masakit at mahapdi na lahat. Kumbaga may sugat ka, binuhusan mo ng rubbing alcohol, pre, ganun kahapdi. Ganun sila kahapdi, mga kaibigan. And right now, again, you can see Fennec doing some major damage. Nasira na po yung turret, but right now, for the most part, Kuroki using his ultimate to get out of dodge. For the most part, but then again, kudos to Bren for doing that. But right now we can see Arcadia and Leather Goods in low health, ladies and gentlemen. Ang lakas ng barrage po ng EurasiaSuperfly. Meanwhile, Trisha, Kuroki, and everyone from Bren trying to lick their wounds, going back to the fountain to regain some health. So, kita po natin right there, again, going back to your question, Lone Wolf, kailangan nilang ma-shutdown. It's either si Liliana, si Don, or si Peaceboy.
Yeah.
Kasi sobrang sakit. The thing is, mahirap siyang gawin dahil ang dami niyang restback in the form of Bok at ang kanyang falling panda maneuver technique ng Zuka niya. Si
very mobile Zuka, very
si
mobile.
Inside Place at ang kanyang napakalupit na bawal kang may construction dito, MDA. At lalo na PSD resistance, ika nga. Si ESF Zell with his Zenial mechanics. At right now, may tanat Arcadia, again, falling to a three-man gank, three-man kuyog mismo.
Barangay.
Ni Inside Place, Don, at ni Peaceboy. And again, right now, we can see Fourth Abyssal Dragon, while that's happening, being secured again by by EurasiaSuperfly. Sobrang malala ang kaganapan, mga kaibigan. What a disaster. At tayo natin ulit. Inside Place, engage right now, tanking most of the tower, dying rather so. But again, we can see, again, ESF Don and Peaceboy doing some heavy damage way downtown, mga kaibigan. Zell surviving Tolin's ultimate. Leather Goods, Montiga na po makapatay, pero no cigar. And si Bok, meanwhile, nangyari doon, gumagawa po ng sneaky panda techniques, mga kaibigan. Nakuha
sneaky,
ang high ground tower doon sa top side po ng kalaban, mga kaibigan. Right now, after 13 minutes of play, makita natin, EurasiaSuperfly really pulling away with the lead rather with a 14-8 team
play
score at the moment. And right now, I guess they're setting up more or less for the most part for Dark Slayer right now. But yeah, again, kung nasagot ko yung tanong mo, ako naman magtatanong sa'yo, Wolf Knight, sa tingin mo, sa lahat ng mga kaganapan, ano ang pwedeng gawin naman ulit ng BrenEsports sa nangyari?
I think ngayon, this late, probably could just to be a little more justified, medyo fair na sabihin na it's slowly turning into, a really dark situation for BrenEsports, especially with EurasiaSuperfly being quick on the objectives, being quick on to capitalize on the mistakes of BrenEsports. At lalo na ngayon, BrenEsports can't afford any more big mistakes kasi ilang tower na lang yung nakatayo sa kanila.
And speaking of big mistakes, mga kaibigan, Don again getting the most out of Arcadia. Double kill, Anti-Hero falls the second time. And right now, ESF still doing a number on BrenEsports, ladies and gentlemen. You can see right now, ESF Don still trying to get Trisha and get her. She does. And again, right now, after the triple kill and the ace, ESF, EurasiaSuperfly, tying the game, tying the semi-final round 1-1 with an impressive win. Sobrang lala nang nangyari, mga kaibigan.
Comeback is real, mga kaibigan.
And we can see right now at the box score, 19-8 in favor of EurasiaSuperfly. Again, you can see clip for EurasiaSuperfly. Anong masasabi mo dun?
Grabe, it was a
Lone
really
Wolf?
dominating, I guess considering yung the really good team comp rin ng EurasiaSuperfly. Really dominating play, and they never got disheartened, never got discouraged after that devastating first round. So I think they finally got their momentum, finally getting comfortable with their game against BrenEsports. So it's starting to become really hyped up ngayon, ladies and gentlemen, kasi again sa sinabi namin kanina before the match, BrenEsports and EurasiaSuperfly, they have this vendetta against each other na sila yung nagkita nung really recent tournament ni Kaysaya, Valiant Online Community Tournament organized by Kaysaya. And I think both teams are now, the third game out for blood. Kaya they can't afford to make any more mistakes. They can't afford to compromise sa mga team comps nila ngayon, mga kaibigan.
That is true. And again, sorry for those guys who just joined us right now. Again, maraming salamat po sa pagtangkilik sa amin dito sa Samurai Gamers. Again, ako po si Kades, and to my right si Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf,
welcome you again to the Hallohallo Gaming Tournament semifinals between Game 3 between BrenEsports and EurasiaSuperfly. Of course, we are organized by Samurai Gamers as well as in partnership with Garena AoV. And again, just a reminder, the teams in this tournament, they are fighting for a 15,000 peso prize pool to go along with 6,000 in-game vouchers, ladies and gentlemen.
So our shout out and thanks to Garena AoV for helping us with this tournament, especially with the vouchers. So
that is correct. So right now, again, makita po natin as the teams are still preparing for the lobby ID. Medyo, anong mababanggit mo dun? Or anong yung commentary po, Lone Wolf, dun sa second game na sobrang alala? Kahit ako, pinapawisan ako right now. Grabe.
I think, we talked about this a lot kanina na EurasiaSuperfly really good at taking advantage or really bouncing back from these dire situations. They're really a resilient team, I think, and not discounting BrenEsports as well. Na I think the resilience also rivals EurasiaSuperfly, but it's now going to be a battle of heart and mind sa ating pangatlong game, because both teams can't afford, again, yung binanggit natin kanina, they can't afford to compromise on the team comp. They can't afford to compromise on any miscalculated plays sa ating pangatlong game, because a lot has happened. First and second game, both teams have learned, I think they've learned a lot from yung first and second games to really figure each other out. So kahit kami ni Kades, we don't know who's going to win, and that's what makes this game so exciting, especially with two of the best teams in the Philippines fighting it out sa ating tournament.
That's true. And right now, again, as all the teams have been set, we're going now to the picks and bans page right now, for Game 3 between ESF, EurasiaSuperfly, and BrenEsports. Grabe talaga yung lineup kanina. As in, medyo, again, ESF showing their moxie, their tenacity for that. And again, you can see right now for the blue side, Bren is on the blue side again, while ESF,
banning the Superman again. So, pasensya na sa mga fans ng Son of Krypton, pero wala po kayong makitang Superman sa ating third game.
Wala na naman, mga kaibigan, kasi ayaw talaga nilang palaruin, mga kaibigan. So again, right now, makita natin na
as you can see, the teamy ban has been lifted by either team. So on the side of BrenEsports, easily securing that teamy pick for their first. So
that is correct. And considering si Arcadia kasi siya yung resident support ng BrenEsports. So with Arcadia having access to teamy, tignan natin kung paano niya gagawin ang kanyang teamy mechanics sa pag-Roma ng Antares battlefield. And again, we can see right now, Antihero again going for that airy pick. And again, Kuroki really wants his Malok
So, ito na naman po, nahuli na naman nila ang Malok. Pero right now, feeling ko medyo maganda yung team comp nila ng BrenEsports right now considering they got Teamy as well as Malok. So, nakita ko dito, pag sumugod si Kuroki at ang kanyang patented shock, pwedeng sumugod din si ang Teamy, si Arcadia, para buhayin si Kuroki just in case may mamatay.
Yeah.
Or, pwede din siyang maging bodyguard, so to speak, dun sa kanilang magiging carries for the game. And right now, again, you can see EurasiaSuperfly dipping on their well. Magda-double dip sila ngayon in terms of team strategy and team composition, going for a Zenial, a Liliana, a Fennec, as well as a Lumber. So, ano masasabi mo dun sa lineup naman ng EurasiaSuperfly?
I think it's kind of a familiar pick from their second game. So, I think they might be thinking na mag-capitalize sila nung successes nila from that previous game. So I think with all, I think they have the they're confident that that BrenEsports still hasn't figured out kung paano i-shut down itong team comp natin. But who knows? I think both teams are good at adjusting to the subtle or yung pinakamaliliit na changes na ginagawa ng bawat team. But we've been known to be surprised, yung nasa-surprise kami sa mga nagiging turn of events from both of these top two teams.
And exhibited from game 1 and game 2 nung semi-final match na to. And right now, again, sorry to cut you off there, Lone Wolf, but again, you can see right now, rounding up the teams, we can see Leather Goods going for the Crixie, Anti here with the Airy, Arcadia with the Teamy, Kuroki's Malok still there, Trisha going for the Slims. Meanwhile, again, for ESF, you can see the Zenial, the Liliana, Zuka, Lumber, and Fennec picks, ladies and gentlemen.
So the Zuka pick again, EurasiaSuperfly opting for that mobile taga-deliver ng sakit pa. It's the Heartbringer na umaandar. So how about you? How do you think EurasiaSuperfly will use this team comp to their advantage against BrenEsports?
For the most part, I think they're going to do the same thing dun sa ginawa nila kanina.
Game 2.
Na, I mean, mas maganda tong lineup na to considering, again, very mobile. Magkakaroon ka kagad ng dual pressure in the off-lane with the Zenial pushing and the Zuka doing sneaky panda things. But at the same time, we have to take note of the point, yung ginawang adjustments ng BrenEsports by getting Leather Goods with Crixie as well as Trisha with the Slims. Yung nakita kong pwedeng mangyari dito, they're opting to go sniping pare. Magsasnipe sila dito, especially with Slims' ability.
Batuhan sila ng tinapay, mga pare ko.
Pag nabatuhan ka ng sibat ni Slims, medyo isolated ka at pwede kang ma-burst down ng Bren. So again, right now, this is for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you guys.
Game 3
na po ito. Ng
BrenEsports versus EurasiaSuperfly. So, waiting for again our official 30-second pause before every game. So,
importante yung pause na to, mga kaibigan, just in case for those who are wondering bakit may pause. May pause to dahil we're giving all the players with their devices a chance to to have their devices loaded loaded for the game.
Yeah.
That way medyo fair ang labanan natin, mga kaibigan. And again, without further ado, here we go. EurasiaSuperfly versus BrenEsports Game 3 for the semi-final round of Hallohallo Gaming Tournament. Okay. So, again, you can see right now,
it's an early clash
mga kaibigan. At nakita po natin Trisha doing the damage, but Peace Boy is about to die again, ladies and gentlemen, but manages to get out of dodge yet again. Medyo malakas ang salbabida ni Crixie dito, mga kaibigan. Medyo ilag-ilag po tayo dun sa kanya.
Shaking and baking, mga kaibigan.
Meanwhile, again, right now, si Trisha, nakuha po ang Sage Golem buff ng EurasiaSuperfly. That will be a costly buff steal for EurasiaSuperfly kasi si Fennec nawala at nahuli po ng salbabida. Nahuli po ng salbabida ni Crixie, ni Leather Goods, mga kaibigan. Samantalang ito na po, babalikan po, resbakan nila si Leather Goods pero up to no avail. Pero right now, makita din pa rin natin ang 3-man invade ng BrenEsports. Medyo malupitang anuhan to. Pre, malupitang invasion of privacy. Invasion of the body snatchers, mga kaibigan. Eto na po siya.
Ayan na si TV. Utot na pare.
Utot na. But Arcadia manages to get out of dodge, ladies and gentlemen. Impressive for the dynamic duo, yung dalawang raccoon na yun. The game starts for...
Dobling ingat sa... You're never alone. If you think you're alone sa mapa, kailangan lang talaga map-awareness dito.
That is correct, Lone Wolf. So again, makita po natin right now as BrenEsports trying to secure the first Abyssal Dragon of the game, and in secure they did.
Too late to contest sa EurasiaSuperfly. Late na masyado si Zuka.
Ang magiging name of the game right now is getting further experience as well as gold advantage. And right now, makita po natin, Arcadia, so low on life, but again manages to use his ultimate, and Kuroki with a nice shock to almost trying to save Arcadia, but to no avail. But again, you can see for the most part, most ESF players, Enzai plays Don as well as Buck in low life thanks to that amazing play. But after the dust has settled, the score remains tied 1-1 in terms of team score.
At sobrang fitting para sa Game 3. But no, Anti-Hero getting that kill on EurasiaSuperfly.
And Anti-Hero paying for that in short order, mga kaibigan. Kinuyog po niya, inisa-isa po niya si Enzai Place, binalikan siya nila doon.
Ni-rest bakan ika nga nakita ng family.
Mga kaibigan, tama yun. Meanwhile, at the bottom side, at the Abyssal Dragon side, you can see that BrenEsports manages to secure the first tower for the game, ladies and gentlemen. Tresha, medyo makulit ang kanyang slims right now. Medyo maganda yung mga bato ng sibat niya kanina at nakakapatay sila dahil doon. But again, going back, score is still tied 2-2 at almost 4 minutes of game, mga kaibigan.
So really intense match, mga kaibigan. Really close game so far. So too early, ika nga kakasimula lang, sobrang aga pa sabihin kung paano siya mag-unfold. But it's exciting due to the fact na ang both teams, they really want to clash, really want to get solid kills early in the game.
That is true. And right now, again, you can see for the most part, after 4 minutes of gameplay, BrenEsports with a slight goal advantage, almost 1,000 goal advantage to EurasiaSuperfly's 9,100. But still, in terms of levels, makita din natin na medyo lamang for the most part ang BrenEsports. So dahil si Enzai Place medyo kailangan pang humabol level-wise, mga kaibigan. Pero again, nakita natin ngayon, nagkakaroon na naman ng alitan sa pangalawang Abyssal Dragon and Leather Goods! Getting, nahuli po ang kanyang, nahuli pero na-teamy po siya, mga kaibigan, but team is still dying for good measure. Mga kaibigan, Kuroki still trying to get out of dodge for that damage by Peace Boy's Fennec, mga kaibigan. And afterwards, right now, EurasiaSuperfly manages to shoo away BrenEsports and trying to secure their first Abyssal Dragon of the game.
Quality time with the Abyssal Dragon, EurasiaSuperfly, so...
This is very indicative of how high-level teams make use of the objectives when it comes to getting the lead so far. Kasi kung napansin niyo po, mga kaibigan, every time nakakaroon ng Abyssal Dragon, yun yung kanila, it's the catalyst for them to do something.
Yeah.
And for the most part, once you manage to push away your enemy or opposition, kung nakuha niyo po at manage to secure an Abyssal Dragon, that's a very good bonus for you for the most part. And right now, as you can see, nakakaroon po ngayon Peace Boy and Inside Place doing
Anti-Heroes.
Monty ka na pong mahuli, mga kaibigan. Meanwhile, Zell, ito na po, makikipagsapakan na po sila ngayon. The first tower by ESF secured, destroying BrenEsports top Dark Slayer tower.
And objectives-wise, mga kaibigan, it's an even sa parehong teams. Both teams destroyed one tower and took one Abyssal Dragon each, a piece. So
that is correct. And right now, makita din natin, mga kaibigan, when it comes to gold, medyo almost identical. Konti lang yung lamang.
Dikit lang.
Konti lang yung lamang, mga kaibigan. It's a very notable thing, to say also that for the most part, yung galawan po ng Peace Boy at ni Inside Place, yung kanilang patented 1-2 punch, paying dividends for EurasiaSuperfly, don't you agree? And right now, speaking of paying dividends, mga kaibigan, Inside Place doing his best trying to steal the owl, but manages to not do so. And again, ult comes down from Inside Place. Zell with Angelic Splendor going down, but to no avail, ladies and gentlemen. BrenEsports managing to get away scot-free. But again, we can see right now with good clock awareness, ladies and gentlemen, with 10 seconds left of the Abyssal Dragon, ito na naman po, nagsiset up na naman ng Eurasia Superfly para makuha ang Dragon. At right now, si Kuroki, munti ka na pong madali mga kaibigan. Arcadium, munti ka na naman. Nahuli po, but may ultimate, but to no avail, ladies and gentlemen. Eurasia Superfly, medyo may galit ata sila sa mga raccoon, pare. Lone Wolf, no? So ito na po, mga kaibigan. Eurasia Superfly, again, managing to boot out BrenEsports with the Dragon, getting the second Dragon for the
really
game.
Really ballsy move rin kay Kuroki for trying to steal yung Abyssal.
Good effort.
Kita nga natin nakuyog siya after Eurasia Superfly got that Abyssal. Sabi ni Kuroki, takas na ako, huli na ako ng barangay.
Kaya lang, medyo malala ang 4v1 approach mga kaibigan. Medyo dihado nga naman. Ika nga ng Sponge Cola. Pero mahita po natin right now, after almost 8 minutes of play, we see the team score is 2-5 in favor of Eurasia Superfly. On the BrenEsports side of things, Lone Wolf, ano sa tingin mo yung kailangan gawing adjustments ng Bren para bounce back dito sa game na to?
I think ang BrenEsports, they opted for a different pick. Basically, iba yung ginamit nilang team roster ngayon compared to game 1. They were a really, I think, top-heavy meat shield-ish team comp. Ngayon, I think, with game 3 on the line, they're trying a team comp na, I guess, they probably practice this a lot or in other tournaments as well. But, I think they're really struggling to make the adjustments against, even after having witnessed yung klase ng play ng Eurasia Superfly. So,
yan, nakita po natin kayo, nagkaroon bigla ng malupitang monti ka ng malalang clash in favor of BrenEsports. Kuroki getting down the shock, pero to no avail kasi nakaalis kagad ang karamihan ng Eurasia Superfly for the most part, no? So, that said, again, almost 9 minutes, nakita po natin again, itong si Tresha, ang hilig niya mambato ng sibat. And for the most part, tumatama yung sibat in the earlier stages of the game.
Yeah, really good aim.
Really good aim, but right now, nakita po natin, Arcadia on the wrong side of town for the most part, pero ito na po ang rest back, ang cavalry, mga kaibigan. Tresha doing some damage, but Don doing some further damage, but Anti-Hero managing to kill Bok right now, but again, the Cavalry have a full-on clash is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Leathergood still not in the game right now. Peace Boy doing some heavy damage, getting the kill for Eurasia Superfly.
And slowly, it's starting to look like a Eurasia Superfly dominating performance right now.
And again, makita po natin ngayon, they're making a beeline for Dark Slayer, ladies and gentlemen, but Leathergood still trying to sneak a couple of hits right now, but again, you can see, managing to get and shutting down, Leathergood shutting down Peace Boy in quick fashion, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, Zenial just trying to his best to pick up the scraps, and again, speaking of picking up the scraps, ladies and gentlemen, Anti-Hero managing to another shutdown for the most part of Don for this game.
Really good play by Leathergoods. Yung maligid lang siya sa bush doon, nagabang siya ng timing niya.
Tama ka doon. And again, for that matter, nakuha
bigla tuloy nilang Dark Slayer.
BrenEsports yung kanilang coveted Dark Slayer, the first Dark Slayer of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Sobrang ganda nung count, nung good.
Metal Gear si Leathergoods pare.
Nasa high IQ, that goes to show that at least for the most part, that's what Bren's known for in terms of having high IQ when it comes to executing the plays. Medyo ang ganda nung nakuha na si Peace Boy kanina doon, no? Sa Dark Slayer play. And right now with, again, the 4th Abyssal Dragon in game here, we can see that BrenEsports is gonna get the 4th Abyssal Dragon completely with little to no contestation, if that's even a word. I think that's a word. Again, we can see right now na medyo the scales are tipping slightly in favor of slightly in favor of BrenEsports. And right now you can see as off screen you saw that Anti-Hero managing to stun Zenial, preventing him from doing his Angelic Splendor things. And again, as I said that, bigla na pong nasira na din ng BrenEsports yung mid tower po ng Eurasia Superfly. And right now, I guess all cards are falling in favor for BrenEsports.
Yeah, it's really significant play there by Leathergoods kanina yung nanako yung he sneaked up on the enemy and then got the Dark Slayer. So again, going back dun sa pinag-usapan natin na hindi ka pwedeng makampante na nag-iisa ka lang, merong umaaligid dyan somewhere na kalaban. So I think mistake again, going back sa sinabi namin yung mistakes, can't make any more mistakes at this crucial stage of the game.
And Andy, you're again getting some damage right now as Bren is destroying essentially EurasiaSuperfly right now. Zell almost getting gutted, but right now I guess is it almost time to say that Bren manages to try to figure out, nope, sorry, medyo nakapag-depensa po, nagkaroon ng konting breathing room po mga kaibigan, ang EurasiaSuperfly right now. But to no avail, Leather Goods with an awesome 1-2 combo, pero sayang, si Kuroki muntikan na siya makapag-shock, kaya lang nahuli siya ng ultimate ni Peace Boy mga kaibigan. Grabe naman po yun mga kaibigan. And right now, as EurasiaSuperfly, seeing the abyss right now, staring at the abyss with at least 2 towers destroyed and the core damage. Ano sa tingin mo yung kailangan nilang magawa para ma-pull off pa tong offset?
I think it's really hard to think of a strategy ano pwede gawin ng EurasiaSuperfly at this stage kasi again BrenEsports snowballing from that earlier Dark Slayer grab kanina. So I guess just try not to make any more mistakes. Try to be more aware of the map. So yeah.
And again, we can't praise it enough, pero I give credit where credit is due, ladies and gentlemen. Leather Goods again, that all started this amazing
turnaround.
Turn of events for Bren came after Leather Goods with nice call on
kumurap lang tayo.
Kumurap
lang kami, yun yung nangyari.
Pero si Leather Goods, munti ka na pong natamaan po, napuruhan mga kaibigan, pero manages to get away from that potential death, ladies and gentlemen. Pero grabe po talaga mga kaibigan, yung pinaka-crucial yung nangyari sa team fight kanina na yun. But right now, we can see for them, again, medyo relegated to defensive janitor duties na po ang nangyayari sa EurasiaSuperfly. And right now, again, inside plays trying to do some more damage, but again, Teamy soaking so much damage, Peace Boy managing to snipe down Arcadia right there. But again, Bok, getting the most of the damage, is gonna get killed, and ladies and gentlemen, getting killed he does. Mga kaibigan, ito na po mga kaibigan. Meanwhile, at the mid lane, ito na po ang mga tropa po, ang mga kabarangay po ng BrenEsports and Anti-Hero doing some damage. And again, you can see EurasiaSuperfly, even in defeat, doing their darndest to defend the base. But right now, defending it's a little bit too far. And again, we can see, for the most part, BrenEsports managing to eke out an impressive 11-10 victory, managing to go to the finals of the Hallohallo Gaming Tournament finals.
Very, very impressive play from both teams, and a special in particular play from Leather Goods. Yung kanina nga, hindi namin we can't discount it or we can't downplay it na ang ganda nung yung Crixie na nagabang siya dun sa Dark Slayer lane. So yeah, both agree, me and Kades, na potentially snowballed it. So
that is true. And right now, as we go see the box scores at the moment, we can see Anti-Hero gets the top MVP honors for BrenEsports, going for an impressive 7-1-0 clip for a 9.4 MVP score. Medyo malupitan po, para kumbaga, trust me, para hold my beer. Sabi ni Anti-Hero, ako bahala sa 80 mo. And right now, Kuroki also paying some dividends for his team also. But again, we have to get, if there is like a play of the game, it has to be Leather Goods' snipe down of
Metal
Peace Boy.
Gear on the Peace Boy.
The Peace Boy snipe right there. That was the catalyst, the straw that broke the camel's back for EurasiaSuperfly, that led BrenEsports to just essentially snowball their way to victory, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're closing the first match of the night.
And again, our props to both teams because they played a really solid game. Parehong teams na nagpakita ng kanilang how they adapt to yung plays ng kanilang mga kalaban. Really exciting match and really intense match because kumbaga sa boxing, gusto nila sapakan na kagad, looking for a knockout. So both teams looking for early kills really early on in the game. So.
Okay, that said, and right now, since we're going for a short break, ladies and gentlemen, dahil medyo malala ang malupitan ang mga laban, ang matches na between the first two teams. So we'll be back after 10 to 15 minutes right now, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Thank you guys for joining us for the Hallohallo Gaming Tournament semifinals, organized by Samurai Gamers as well as in partnership with Garena AoV. My name is Kades, and to my right,
I'm Lone Wolf.
and we will see you again shortly.
JR, the man. Damn.
And we will see you again shortly.
Hello guys and good evening. My name is Jules and right next to me is Only Quartz and we're back to the second match of Hallohallo Gaming Tournament, pitting off between WIL New Era versus ESF.MAYHEM. Grabe, Christian. Only Quartz pala, sorry.
Only Quartz.
Grabe, sobrang tindi ng laban last match. Ano masasabi mo sa sobrang comeback talaga na game na yan?
Sasabi ko na sobrang lakas ng BrenEsports.
Wow.
Napaka-dominating ng kanilang matches.
And that's good. So ngayon, habang hinihintay natin yung picks and bans, we have to note that ang mananalo dito sa tournament na to, of course, will win 15,000 pesos dun sa prize pool and 6,000 vouchers from none other than Garena AoV. So, coming off from a good game between both teams kanina, ngayon, WIL New Era versus ESF.MAYHEM.
Tama ka dyan.
Kilala naman ng lahat ang WIL New Era pagdating sa tournament. Well, they are considered as one of the best here in the Philippines.
Yes.
Alam natin na sila yung nanalo last Valor Cup when they were against Clutch Guild. Yeah, Clutch Guild. Talagang nag-return to the comeback from behind sila doon. And at the same time, itong ESF.MAYHEM, just to be clear on this, part sila ng EurasiaSuperfly. So alam naman natin na they are the underdogs of this tournament, but of course, syempre, it doesn't matter kasi malay mo, mag-comeback rin tong team na to and baka mabawi pa nila. So this might be another ESF tsaka BrenEsports in the finals. We'll never know.
Anything can happen in this matchup, no, Jules? Pero ngayon, hinihintay natin yung mga teams na i-fill up yung lobby.
Yan. So habang nag-fill up yung lobby, let's talk about the previous matches. So ano sa tingin mo yung mga napansin mo dun sa previous match? Kumbaga kung sa tingin ka ba may player na nag-excel talaga? Or any team sa tingin mo na muntik na sana manalo kaso hindi.
Ang pinaka-notable sa akin na nangyari ay yung Crixie na Leather Goods. Hindi mo makakalain na si Crixie ay isa sa mga pinakamalakas na mage sa AoV. Yung ult niya, long range, malakas yung damage. Talagang very efficient siya na mage.
And that's right. So kung pupunta kayo sa website ng Samurai Gamers, ang pinakasikat ng tier list, makita natin na medyo hindi ganun kataas si Crixie.
Tama.
But right now we're seeing a ton of Crixie players sa solo queue basically. So tingnan natin kung makikita ba natin ang Crixie dito, or maybe we might see the new hero, Rourke. So Rourke di pa natin nakikita actually kahit dun sa last match. Hinihintay rin ng mga previous casters if someone will actually pick Rourke. But unfortunately wala eh. So bakit kaya sa tingin mo hindi nakita si Rourke sa last match?
Feeling ko medyo unfamiliar pa yung mga players ngayon kay Rourke kasi kakalabas lang niya. So hindi pa nila alam yung tamang combination ng abilities niya sa paggamit ng mga abilities. Tsaka yun, medyo iba siya sa mga warriors na kilala natin sa AoV eh.
And that's right. So sayang di nga rin naabutan ng match natin ngayon, ang kumbaga tinitis ngayon ng Garena AoV si Wonder Woman for the next release. So she is actually strong in other servers in other regions. Kumbaga nakikita talaga natin na ginagamit siya competitively. She's basically a huge hero. So sayang di natin makikita, but right now I'm really hoping for a Rourke. Or kahit Moren man lang eh. So kumbaga we'll never know. Right now, we're still waiting. For now, I want to shout out my friends na nakikinig ngayon and maybe, my guild, 7 Deadly Sins. Kung nakikinig man kayo dyan, sinabi ko makinig kayo kahapon eh. So sana nakikinig kayo. Supportahan nyo naman itong tournament na to because these are big teams. WIL New Era, kailan nyo huling nakita ang WIL New Era? Matagal na. So, tingnan natin ngayon, baka nagtatago lang pala sila sa dilim. Galing pala nila ngayon, pare. Tipong Valheim Yorn ang piliin nila mamaya.
Valheim Yorn.
Valheim Yorn. So, di natin alam. Right now, mga matagal-tagal pa may gusto ko babatiin dyan.
Babatiin ko lang yung Samurai Gamers team ngayon na sama-sama kami dito sa office na nag-organize nitong match.
And that's good. So now we're almost into the picks and bans for the game. Sorry guys, matagal ah. Konting tiis lang kasi syempre malalakas tong team na to. Syempre baka nagpaplano pa to, syempre. Kasi alam naman natin na WIL NE, one of the best MSP teams. On the other side, ESF.MAYHEM, natalo yung team nila sa first match. So yung sister team, malamang galit na galit. Syempre, kailangan nila ng passion, the fire burning. Kasi syempre, natalo yung team nila eh. So we'll see. Yan, medyo nagkakaroon kasi ng konting problems ngayon. Kaso, lapit na. Kung baka konting tiis na lang guys, konting tiis na lang. May mga gustong pabati dyan. Sige. But right now, mukhang it's a game. Now we're on the picks and bans for this match. WIL New Era versus ESF.MAYHEM. WIL NE unang magbaban. Tignan natin kung sino ibaba nila. Well, syempre, kailangan pag-isipan muna nila. Sa tingin mo, sino ang magandang ban dito? Feeling ko, Superman ulit ang ibaban dito eh.
Si Superman, sobrang lakas ni Superman ngayon.
Alam naman natin na coating kay Sayas Tournament. Ang daming nagban. Halos di mo na makita si Superman sa play ngayon eh. But right now, we see a teamy ban. First teamy ban. So, alam naman natin ang teamy. One of the, greater supports in the game right now. And ngayon naman, ang ESF ang magbaban. So, coming into the teamy ban. Wow! And we see a Rourke ban. So, ano masasabi mo na hindi natin makikita si Rourke sa unang laban?
Kasi gusto ko talagang makita si Rourke. Pero dahil binan nila, hindi pa natin siya makikita.
And yeah, that's unfortunate. But right now, WIL NE is on the banning side. Tignan natin kung sino ang kanilang ibaban. And a Superman, just as we assumed. When will we see a Superman? When will we see a Superman in this game? I don't know, but
maybe
sana
never.
Next game. Maybe never. Wow. Wow, what a bold statement there on Quartz. And, di pa nila nalalak. They're not locking it yet, so I hope not. Kasi madalas ito ang laging first pick eh. So, yan. Mga pinag-iisipan talaga. They're really thinking about it. And a Lindis. They changed to a Lindis. Lindis is actually one of the greater heroes today sa Kahit makikita mo sa international tournaments, she's getting a lot of bans. If she's not banned, she's picked. And the Superman, very unfortunate. Kala ko makakaligtas na kasi hindi pala.
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa. So now, the first pick for WIL NE is Arum, one of the newer heroes. Basically, a mage and a tank hero. Very strong right now. Nadudurog ako sa 5v5 sa ranked games ko because of Arum. So, let's see kung madideliver ba ito ng WIL NE.
At ngayon, ang pinipick nila si Yorn. Hindi. Nag-Violet sila and Xenial.
Wow, a Violet.
Hintay natin kung i-confirm nila yung pick.
And these are actually good picks, to be honest. Violet and Xenial. Very common in the tournament grounds kasi alam naman natin na ang Violet, one of the more mobile marksman. And Xenial is also, one of the best supports. One of the best supports in the game. He can basically go anywhere with his global ultimate.
Tama.
Very strong. But right now, WIL NE is actually hovering around Natalia and Arduin. So, ito si impressive eh. Just to take note, he is actually one of the top conquerors last season dito sa MSP region. And it's no wonder, kumbaga, di ko pa siya nakikita technically sa game dahil medyo mababa pa ako, but let's see kung paano niya madideliver yung kanyang performance coming into this tournament.
And right now, we're waiting for the picks of ESF Brian and ESF Raph. So now, Brian is picking Liliana and Raph is picking Lumber.
Wow, and very good pick. So nakikita natin na medyo AoE, medyo aggressive ang pick ngayon ng ESF.MAYHEM compared to WIL NE na sa tingin ko, they are also strong picks, but they need time in order to be very effective.
Tama.
So let's see. They're hovering Lumber. So maybe we can see this Lumber pick. So nakita naman natin na Lumber was also picked last match sa BrenEsports. I don't know. Kumbaga, Lumber is actually a good support as well, but it bothers me as to why di natin siya nakikita madalas sa solo queue. Kumbaga sa 5v5 sa Grand Battle. You don't know. But right now, Gambit is actually hovering around the Crixie. Pinag-usapan natin to kanina eh.
Yes.
Nakita natin na ang Crixie, kumbaga, umaano siya sa meta eh. Pumapasok siya sa meta and we might see a lock-in and a Slims.
Wow.
So let's see. Very strong offensive heroes right now. And a lock-in for Crixie and Slims. Wow, ano kayang pang-counter pick ng ESF dito? What do you think? Come on, you have to
Ayun, si Killgrowth na ang pinik
Killgrowth. Wow, Killgrowth. It's
Or
been a while.
Arduin.
So let's see, kasi pinag-iisipan pa nila syempre kung sino ipipick. Arduin is actually a good pick. But we haven't seen any Killgrowth right now.
Yep.
So I'm actually, nangangati ako. Gusto ko makakita ng Killgrowth. Gusto ko makakita ng pachani-chani dyan. But, fortunately, Arduin is picked. Also a good hero na maganda syempre ang kanyang initiation with his first skill. And also yung kanyang ultimate, one of the best in the game, syempre. Sobrang babala ng cooldown. Ang dali pumasok, ang dali lumabas. He's basically a mobile tank warrior. So based sa lineups ng dalawang team, who do you think has the edge?
It's too early to tell kasi ang ESF kinounter nila yung damage output ng WIL New Era sa pagpili ng tatlong tanks, which is Xenial, Lumber, and Arduin.
And that's also good. That's also correct. But sa tingin ko, in my own opinion, kumbaga ESF really needs to be very aggressive in the early game, I think. With the pick of Liliana and Violet, it only goes so far na kapag tumagal to. Alam naman natin na si Arum, si Iris, Lims, they are very strong in the late game. And Crixie as well, kasi si Crixie, alam naman natin na makati siya sa laning phase. Kaso, when it comes, pag nakuha na niya yung mga items niya, pag nalock na niya yung core items niya, she is actually very strong.
Masakit.
Na kahit pasukin mo siya, she can just pop her ultimate and boom, wala na, finish na. So right now, we're still loading. We're still loading in the game. And I think, this is a very, very promising game na sana it goes a long mile because we know these two teams, inaabangan talaga natin. And now we're in the first match of the tournament, and of course, with the 30-second pause, syempre, di natin nahayaan yung mga players na baka may malate, baka may, alam mo na, mga outdated na cellphones dyan. We can't blame them, of course. We can't blame them. But, ayun nga. So, 30 seconds pause. So, ano sa tingin mo kailangan gawin ng WIL NE dito against ESF?
Kailangan nilang i-protect si Impressive, which is using Slims. Medyo masakit yung damage ni Slims kapag late game. So, kailangan gawin ni Malok yung kailangan yung gawin, which is to protect the heroes.
And that's correct. And now the game's on pause and we're now starting in the game. We're all excited here. This is the final match of Hallohallo Gaming Tournament. You're watching with me. And this tournament is in the semifinals, best of 3. First game. Let's go. Let us go. Yeah, right now we're seeing ESF, Raf, hovering, trying to counter jungle right now, but yeah, they might get the counter jungle. But at the same time, on the top lane, si Xenial mukhang mag-isa lang doon, trying to stop, pinoprotektahan yung but they might get, both teams might get the successful counter jungles. And now they're back in the ball game, laning phase. Of course, kailangan nila mag-farm. And coming into this match, maganda, kumbaga, this is off to a good start for both teams considering na mabagal ang match ngayon considering na nakita natin yung laning phase nila ngayon. Nagkakaramdaman sila syempre. Kasi alam naman natin ng WIL New Era, medyo matagal-tagal nang hindi nagano sa competitive spotlight. Right now, they're feeling each other. Ito si Lumber in the mid lane trying to support Liliana. At the same time, Arum is also roaming dun sa jungle ng kalaban. So, ano masasabi mo ngayon sa mga kaganapan na it's kind of slow na we expected something more aggressive? But ngayon, nakikita natin na parang nag-iikot-ikot lang sila.
Ngayon, pinapataba muna nila yung mga damage dealers nila. No? At medyo pantay sila ngayon sa gold, which is 3.4k and 3.5k.
Yes, that's correct. And right now, mukhang may team fight dito sa mid lane. And Impressive gets the first blood against, and mukhang papasok pa sila ngayon.
Wow.
Mukhang si Violet, chumachani lang dun sa likod kasi Impressive mukhang makakatakas. And now, the first blood for WIL NE. Impressive gets the impressive kill.
Yeah. Makikita mo naman na sobrang lakas ng damage ni Slims, no?
Lalo na pag na-chani niya yung first ability niya na yun.
Tama.
Na yung long range stun. It's unfair. But syempre kailangan mo iwasan, kailangan mo, ika nga ng previous caster is shaking and baking yan. But right now, we see ESF trying to secure the Spirit Sentinel. Kumbaga, Siyempre, nakapatay kayo ng hero. We get the spirit sentinel. But at the same time, WIL New Era is trying to secure the first Abyssal Dragon. Kaso mukhang si ESF Gracia dito. Tinatry niya i-counter. And impressive gets the first Abyssal Dragon for WIL New Era. So coming to this game, mukhang ang WIL New Era getting the hang of it. What can you say about WIL New Era? And how do you think ESF can bounce back from this? Kahit na maiksi pa lang ang nangyayari.
I think they should farm more para tumaas yung damage ni Liliana, which is medyo hindi siya in line with the damage na Slims is making.
And that is correct. Right now, makikita natin ang WIL New Era dito. They're kind of jumpy, you know? They're kind of, you know, patalon-talon sila eh. Great rotations from WIL New Era, but right now mukhang may team fight dito sa top. Irie versus Zenial, kaso susunod si Arum, but unfortunately, tumalon si Zenial paalis. And it's another stall. So right now, si Arum naman, tinatry naman, sige, babawi ako dito sa mid, sige. But right now, we're seeing, nagkakaramdaman sila, syempre. Alam naman natin na kabado pa tong dalawang teams na siguro. But right now, impressive, just farming in the lane.
Farming, yeah.
And Zenial is trying his best to, you know, get the level 5. Kaso but he's level 5, so magugulat na lang tayo na baka mag-SS to mamaya. But right now, Arum is trying to steal the jungle, but to no avail, wala nangyari. And right now, in the mid lane, mukhang WIL New Era is trying to find the team fight right now. But right now, mukhang pumasok na, nag-SS na si Zenial, but wala siya natamaan. And mukhang nasayang ang SS ni Zenial dun Mukhang kala niya siguro papasok ang WIL New Era, but unfortunately, it didn't work. But right now, tinatry ang Liliana, hinahabol niya sa Irie ngayon. Irie will escape. And wow, this is one of the map awareness talaga ng both teams. But right now, we're seeing WIL and Rubik's na-stun niya ngayon, kaso makakatakas si Arduin. And boom! So makikita natin ang ganda ng map awareness ng parehong teams. What can you say? What can you say, Only Quartz?
Makikita mo naman na level 8 na si Slims, which is kinda impressive.
And you're right, but right now, there's another team fight in the Abyssal Dragon. WIL Gambit is getting free kills. Ngayon, Chumachani, grabe. And the team fight, sobrang dami nangyayari mga chong, kaso mukhang mamamatay si Impressive dito. But right now, ESF Raf is trying to escape, but ESF Gracia is trying to pull away, kaso apat tong players na to. And boom, goes to Dynamite. 5-1 lead in favor of WIL New Era. What a team fight for WIL New Era. Really showing ESF.MAYHEM that even though we haven't played that long, kumbaga, andito na kami, we're back. We are back in the ball game, and mukhang WIL is getting, you know, lumalamang sila ngayon. What can you say? How can ESF.MAYHEM bounce back?
ESF.MAYHEM can bounce back by farming.
By farming. Yan, tama yan. Farming talaga ang essential dito.
Wala akong masabi.
Walang masabi. Sobrang ganda ng game. And right now, we're in the 5-minute mark. So, my co-caster is actually right. Na this is an early game, and there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time left. So, farm all you want, dude. Kasi it goes better from here. But right now, mga si ESF Gracia trying to stall this team. But an impressive stun from Impressive. And pinasok lahat. Kaso mukhang this will be a bad thing for WIL New Era. Mukhang na shaking and baking sila ng kapalaran doon. Kaso ngayon, tumataas ngayon si Arum. But Rubik's is trying to enter. What a questionable play from Rubik's. Di ko lang bakit siya pumasok doon. But you never know. Baka nag-lag siya. You never know. But right now, Irie on the top lane. Irie on the Dark Slayer lane.
Sneaky moves.
Sneaky, no? Grabe, now we're seeing na mukhang gumana ang split push essentials.
So ngayon nakikita natin na si ESF Raf ay kinokontest pa rin ng pag-push ni WIL Gambit.
Yes, that's correct. Kasi makikita naman natin ngayon dito na technically mainit pa rin ang matchup ngayon eh. But right now, impressive. Sinosolo ang Abyssal Dragon and with the help of Malok syempre. Wow, and with this said, sobrang grabe talaga ang map control ngayon ng WIL New Era kasi they're freely roaming the jungle side. And right now, nahuli si ESF Larry. Kaso, bounce back from the lumber stun. Kaso mukhang nagkakaroon ng teamfight ngayon. Will NE Gambit na sa likod lang. And ang ganda ng kanyang abilities ngayon. Kaso mukhang walang nangyayari. Irie dun sa likod! Oh my God, dude!
Na-sneak attack siya.
Na-sneaky siya dun sa likod. But right now, they're trying to push and they may go for the Dark Slayer. We never know. Or they might go for the push.
Yeah, tatlo sila dito eh.
Yeah, so Lumber ngayon, tinatry niya i-stop yung push eh. Kaso he can't because there are 4 members of WIL New Era right now, but fortunately, the tower goes down. And WIL New Era, very strong in this game.
Sobrang lakas ng WIL New Era ngayon. Nakikita mo naman yung discrepancy sa levels, di ba?
Tama ka dyan. At ngayon, kukunin na ngayon ng WIL New Era ang Dark Slayer. This will be a huge game changer considering na sobrang lamang. Medyo nakalimutan ko mag-mat doon kasi binibilang ko yung gold lead advantage ngayon. Medyo nakalimutan ko mag-mat. Asa ang daming numbers ngayon eh. But right now, with the Dark Slayer buff, they're now trying their best to maybe finish this game. Or you know, kaso ngayon, si Rubik's dito, sobrang kampante niya eh. Dahil tingnan mo, mag-isa lang siya kanina dun sa mid lane, tapos di niya alam kung nasan yung mga ibang members ng ESF.MAYHEM. But he still managed to, you know,
Matapang.
bully.
Matapang.
But right now, Will 1-7. 1-7 is still in the top lane. But mukhang magkakaroon ng teamfight sa bot. Si Arum in a tough spot. Mukhang mag-isa lang siya. Kasi si Crixie doon sa likod, mukhang inuuna ngayon si Violet. Si Liliana trying to fight back, but mukhang magbaback silang dalawa. Kasi sobrang lakas ng damage ni Crixie. I'm sorry. Kaso ngayon si Will NE Benz trying to chani dito sa mga kalaban. Oh, that's a good... That's an impressive slims, mga kaibigan. At ngayon si Crixie, muntik na mamatay yung dalawang members. And this is looking bleak for the side of ESF.MAYHEM. And we might see the end game actually. Mukhang tinatry nila, mukhang si ESF Gracia dito, si ESF Larry trying to fight back. Kasi si Impressive dito, from the bounce back, wala na nasabi. ESF.MAYHEM is still trying to push. And it's game. WIL New Era with a dominating 1-0 lead. 14-3 kill score. What a game. What a game, only Quartz.
Sinabi ko naman sa'yo na napaka-impressive na impressive. At makikita mo naman na nakakuha siya ng 4 kills, only 1 death, and 8 assists.
Now we look at the final box score for both teams. Well, walang MVP. But right now, Will NE Gambit is the MVP of the match with 1 kill and 11 assists. We also have to give credit to Impressive for that impressive time. Tignan naman natin ngayon. Ang damage to heroes ngayon ni Impressive. 24%.
Grabe, di ba? Makikita mo naman na medyo lamang talaga sa level yung WIL New Era.
Yes, and that's good. And we have to give credit to ESF, to EurasiaSuperfly Mayhem. Kasi alam naman natin na this is actually a good team. WIL New Era is actually a good team. So, we never know. Baka mag-come back from behind sila dito. Baka mag-bounce back from behind sila dito.
They have to make adjustments.
Yeah, they really have to make adjustments here. It was actually a very surprising game. Kasi kala namin magdo-dominate dito ang ESF in the early game. But unfortunately, nadala sila ng gameplay ng WIL New Era.
Sinabi nga natin sa early on na sobrang lakas ng damage ng WIL New Era dahil sa combination ni Crixie, ni Irie, at ni Slims.
Yes, and that's right. And makikita natin dito na iniiwanan nila dito si Irie sa top.
Tama.
So it also gave her a few breathing room para makapag-farm.
Tama.
You know? And now we're actually making the lobby for the second game. So what are your takeaways from the first game?
Ang takeaways ko, medyo hindi umeffect yung tankiness ng ESF dahil sa sobrang lakas ng farming abilities ng WIL New Era. At nakikita mo, level 15 kaagad si Slims for a short period of time.
Yes, and that's correct. Makikita rin naman natin dito na maganda rin ang map awareness and map control ng WIL New Era. Actually trying to dominate the ball game, actually trying to dominate the map, making use of the objectives well. So makikita natin na when it comes to objectives, when it comes to map control, medyo lamang ang WIL New Era.
They really showed their experience in this match.
And that's correct. But right now, while waiting for the teams for the game 2, paalala ko lang sa mga viewers natin na this tournament has a whopping 15,000 pesos prize pool. And also, from Garena AoV, we also have 6,000 vouchers. Wow, Christian, ano masasabi? Paano nanalo ka ng vouchers tsaka ng pera at the same time? Saan mo gagastusin?
Bibili ako ng sobrang daming skins.
Wow! Sobrang AoV mentality talaga. Gusto talaga skins no?
Para extra gold eh.
Wow, extra gold. Para extra juice lang yung dating sa'yo, pare.
Extra
Extra juice lang yung dating sa'yo. But right now, while waiting for the game, I'm hoping, I'm praying right now that sana we get to see Rourke, the newest hero. Come on, give us Rourke, man.
Ibaban pa rin siguro nila yan.
Well,
mamaya.
di natin alam ngayon Kaso, may nagsasabi nga dito sa stream natin na mukhang sikat si Grak dito Mukhang di natin alam kung sino yung Grak main dito, but I'm hoping to see a Grak player in a competitive scene. Ewan ko meron. I think meron na, considering na nagkaroon siya ng magandang buff with his first skill.
May silence na.
May silence na. Oh my God. Yun lang masasabi ko dun
Pag nahila ka ni Grap, hindi nagagana yung Guardian Angel mo sa likod.
Nako, wala na. Finish na yun, no?
Wala na, finish na yun.
Kaso at the same time, yun nga. We want to see the Rourke. We want to see maybe another Arum. Sige, pagbigyan na natin Arum. Or maybe, sino pa ba mga di natin nakikitang hero ngayon? Valheim? Come on.
Superman.
Superman. Come on, man. Don't ban the Superman right now. Mukhang...
Hindi. Medyo seryoso sila So
medyo
baka...
seryoso sila ngayon. So kung may mga gusto magpabati dyan, habang hinihintay yung games, di man kami ganun kasikat na streamers ngayon. Di man kami ganun kasikat na shoutcaster. Baka pag narinig niyo yung pangalan niyo sa live, sa YouTube live, baka magkaroon tayo ng, baka sumikat kayo.
Nare-record naman tong YouTube live.
Nare-record naman.
Pwede na naman nila ipakita sa mga friends nila after ng live stream.
So guys, to all your friends and families, please share this stream. Ngayon lang natin ulit makikita ang WIL New Era in their purest form.
Yeah.
Baka makita ulit tayo ng mga impressive plays dito, mga kaibigan. So,
very impressive.
Right now, mukhang nangihintay pa. Mukhang... Ano sa tingin mo mangyayari sa second game? Will we see another comeback? Will we see a comeback? Or will this actually end?
You know, anything can happen talaga sa match na to So baka gumawa talaga ng adjustments yung ESF for this game.
Wow, and that's correct. Kaso, mukhang may nagpapa-shoutout na. Buti naman may nagpa-shoutout sa amin. Tama. Kahit di nyo kami kilala, shoutout nga pala dyan kay Christian T. Hello guys. And also, shoutout sa kaibigan ni Kades dito, yung previous shoutcaster namin. Shoutout kay Dan, kay Luis, kay Andre, kay Jude, and many more.
Yes, tama ka dyan.
Yes, so right now, mukhang may isang player na rinrestart lang nila ang AoV nila. You never know. And, pa-shoutout daw, Meg-Ela Adonis. And, Kaysaya. Hello, shoutout to Kaysaya. The tournament, yung tournament ni Kaysaya was one of the best. Mga daming teams talaga sumali dun no?
Doon nga natin nakita yung mga teams na invite dito.
Doon natin nakita yung mga teams. Kumbaga, gulat kami yung mga pinakamagagaling na teams sa tournament ni Kaysaya. Dito nagsilipa na no?
Tama.
Parang, they really want the comeback, the return of the comeback. Siyempre, sabi nila, natalo kami kay Kaysaya. Biglang lumabas tong tournament ng Hallohallo Gaming. Parang na-anuan sila ng Guardian Angel na you still have one more chance.
Tama. Hindi man na-stream, pero yung team na Konoha Blackpink, medyo malakas sila.
Sayang. Di natin nakita ang Konoha Blackpink.
Sana
kasi
na-stream siya.
Na-stream sana siya. But unfortunately, maaga sila na out
Tama.
Baka kasi semifinals and finals lang masi-stream. And right now, we're off to the second game. Picks and bans. ESF goes first. ESF with the ban. Pinag-iisipan pa kung sino. I think I will see another Superman ban or Timmy ban. We never know. So right now, and a Superman ban. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised na si Superman ang binan ulit?
Shoutout pala ulit kay Ojet28. Nagpapa-shoutout siya ngayon. So,
wow, Ojet28, hello there. Sobrang hirap na pangalan mo. Naduling kami. And also, shoutout to WIL New Era Miggy. Hello, Miggy. Susuportahan mo ba ang team mo ngayon? Yes, of course, kasi nanonood ka ng stream. That's a rhetorical question, mga kaibigan. But right now, on the side of...
Baka masab.
On WIL New Era, teamy band. So, we're seeing pretty much the same band. But right now, on the side of EurasiaSuperfly, this band. This is basically similar band to the last bands ng game. So, it's kind of strange to see. No, it's actually not strange to see because these are actually the typical bands we see in competitive play. But right now, Arum is gone. So, WIL New Era, if they can first pick the Arum, then we won't give them the Arum.
Tama.
But right now, the common first pick, ESF Gracia, getting the Zenial. Wow, Zenial. Oh! What the? Now we're seeing a Grak from WIL New Era and a Max. Wala akong masabi ngayon, mga kaibigan. This is actually one of the first time, me personally, first time to see Grak in a competitive environment. So this will be very surprising. And the ESF Raf counter picks with a Zanis. So let's see. I'm really excited to see this Grak.
Tama.
This is actually a very, very interesting. Shoutout nga pala kay Kades, yung shoutcaster kanina na napaka-pogi. He is actually a Grak main and he is one of the best Graks in the MSP region. But right now, EurasiaSuperfly picked Irie. And impressive is actually hovering for a Valheim, Joker. Rourke, you might see a Rourke here. Come on. Just one pick. Come on. Just one button. And Violet. Oh, and a Rourke for the side of WIL New Era. Very surprising picks. Wow. Wala akong masabi.
Grabe yung mga picks nila. Bakit sila
matatakot? Tama ka dyan, Christian. Tama ka dyan, Only Quartz. I am sorry. But right now, we're seeing ESF Brian trying to hover around the Joker while ESF Larry getting the L'Oreal. Basically, offensive heroes in the side of ESF. But a Preta. Larry locking in the Preta and ESF Brian thinking about actually picking the Joker. And now he picks the Joker. Will NA Gambit trying to, titignan pa kung sino ba ipipick.
Very
si Scoot.
interesting.
Naku. Tignan natin kung mapipick. And it's a lock-in. Naku, na-pick na si Scoot. Walang sagot sa tanong. Yun ang masasabi ko, men. Si Scoot. Sobrang lakas, men. Pinik na si Scoot. And shoutout nga daw kay Kaiser, one of the premier shoutcasters sa tournament ni Kasaya. Hello there, Kaiser. Hope you're having fun with our stream and enjoy the ride. Right now, we're in the loading screen. So based on the two teams, who do you think has an edge?
Ngayon, masyado pang maagang sabihin pero napaka-interesting ng pick ng WIL New Era with their Rourke, Grak, tsaka si Skull.
Yes, you are right. And to be honest, I'm actually worried kung paano na ito ipupull off. Because this is actually a very risky composition compared to the safe pick of EurasiaSuperfly. But we can never tell because WIL New Era is also a good team. But we also have to give credit to EurasiaSuperfly because they know their heroes very well.
Tama.
And makikita natin dito si Zanis and Preta, one of the best picks. And tignan natin. This is basically a game for everyone. So I hope everyone is actually enjoying the stream kasi this is actually very impressive. Ika nga ni WIL New Era impressive kasi madaming teams eh. Wow. And now we're seeing the pause for, alam naman natin na kailangan talaga ng pause para syempre makahabol yung mga lahat ng teams to basically ensure that everyone plays. But right now, this is just 30 seconds, guys. So, a very short wait. After this, the action will commence. And the game 2. Second match, WIL New Era versus EurasiaSuperfly. Let's go! And yan na. The battle is about to begin. Right now, both teams in the mid lane. Kaso mukhang ang WIL New Era dito trying to, play it safe. Kaso mukhang ESF is trying to go all in the mid. Mukhang, uy! Sayang,
nakakatakot talaga yan.
Nakakatakot talaga yung si Grak na yan. Kaso mukhang nagkakaroon ngayon ng konting laban dito sa top lane. And ESF Gracia is actually trying for the counter jungle, but at the same time, WIL NE is doing the same. And mukhang lahat sila nasa mid. Mukhang it's a very... Mukhang binigay na lang nila sa isa't isa yung buffs. Dinaanan lang. And right now, mukhang makikita natin na we're back to the laning phase. And this will basically be a one hell of a match. And Grak with a successful hila. Kaso ngayon, mukhang nagkakaroon ng laban dito sa mid lane. Mukhang si ESF Brian trying to first kill. Kaso mukhang wala nangyari. Mukhang nanakot lang talaga si Grak dito. Nananakot lang. And Grak is actually very aggressive. Because ngayon pa lang umiikot na siya. Nakikita natin yung kanyang rotations. Trying to get the first kill sa mid lane. Kaso mukhang nagkakaroon dito ng fight sa bot lane. 1-7. Mukhang nakikipagsapakan dito kay Raf. And mukhang it's a stall game. Mukhang this will be very interesting.
Matagal-tagal pa.
Matagal-tagal na game to. But right now, makikita natin sa mid lane, mukhang nahila to si ESF Larry. But right now, Irie pumasok trying to fight back. Kaso mukhang it's ESF Predator is in a very top spot. Kaso, and a first blood for WIL New Era Benz. And I don't know. Maybe another miscalculation on the side of EurasiaSuperfly, but that was a very questionable play from Irie considering na nakita niyang 4 na yung members and yung kanyang mga kasama nagbaback na.
Na-hit you with that
Na-hit siya, tama ka dyan.
Na-blackpink siya.
And right now, ESF trying to emulate the WIL New Era style by actually being aggressive in the laning phase, trying to get those kills. But impressive getting that kill against Zenial. So right now, 2-0 lead in favor of WIL New Era. Yes, Bren. And mukhang nakita natin doon, nakahila na naman to si WIL New Era Rubik's trying to get this Preta, kaso mukhang di niya makukuha. But they might get the Abyssal Dragon in the process. Kaso pumasok ulit dito sa Irie trying to fight and the Abyssal Dragon reset. Kaso mukhang nagkakalaban na. Nahuli na naman po ESF Predator dito. And another kill from Impressive. And 3-0 lead for the side of WIL New Era. Mukhang papasok and Impressive. Wow, what a damage from Zanis. And Impressive actually goes down in the fight.
Not so impressive there.
Not so impressive daw, sabi ng aking co-caster. But we never see, malay mo. And wow, Scud actually dealing a lot of damage in the side and trying to be very aggressive, trying to stay. Kaso ngayon, makikita natin ngayon si Grak dito. And Grak with another successful nahuli na naman. Kaso si Scud dito mukhang papakanta na lang. And wala mo kasi Grak getting another kill. Kaso ngayon, si WIL NE Rubik's is trying to back away. And now, 4-2 in favor of WIL New Era. EurasiaSuperfly is catching up. Ano masasabi mo ngayon sa mga kaganapan, Only Quartz?
Masasabi ko na medyo lamang ang WIL New Era ngayon dahil sa kills at sa gold. Pero wala pang nakakapatay na Abyssal Dragon ngayon considering na 3 minutes na tayo into the game.
Siguro pwede rin natin ma-attribute yun dahil syempre, in a Grak-centered composition, we expect a lot of early game hooks.
Tama.
Hence, medyo siguro nagdadalawang isip sila when it comes to getting the Abyssal Dragon because that's not their strength right now. Their strength is actually fending off individual players.
Tama. Pero ngayon,
and mukhang nahila. And walang nahila kaso ang Abyssal Dragon nakuha ni Impressive. And wow! And nakuha ni Rubik. What an entrance from Grak. And mukhang 3-0. 3-0 lead for WIL New Era.
Nakita mo yung biglang pumasok si Max dun Hindi mo alam kung saan galing
Nagulat ako kasi that's actually one of the common plays kay Grak. When you get flicker on him. You actually pop your SS and use the flicker. It doesn't remove the ultimate. So ngayon makikita natin ngayon na nagpupush na ngayon si Impressive in the mid lane trying to, but si Zanis nasa likod dito mukhang galit na kay Impressive. And another successful nahuli na naman si ESF Larry. Kaso mukhang mamatay dito si Grak, mukhang nakahabol, naka-counter attack dito ang ESF. It looks like they know. They're trying to, decipher this game, this style of WIL New Era. But right now mukhang mamamatay dito si WIL NE Gambit. And mukhang nakakahabol dito. And now, 2 members of WIL New Era are dead. Kaso mukhang si ESF Brian dito, shaking and baking. Kaso, and Impressive still gets the kill. Kaso mukhang mapapatay siya kay ni ESF Gracia and Predator. But WIL NE Bents with the rescue. And WIL Impressive is trying to farm again and maybe heal up. And grabe yung team fight na yun. We can see na nakikita natin ngayon na it's working. It's working. And right now, kaso may team fight ngayon. Kaso si ESFLary nahila. And
Muntik mahila, pero
a
namatay.
successful hila. Again, di ko nakalimutan ko na yung English ng hila. Sobrang tindi.
Pull, ganun, pull.
Pull. And a successful pull. But right now, nakikita natin ng ESF dito. And another successful look. Wala na akong masabing color commentary dito. But ESF Brian gets away. And another stall game for both teams. Makikita natin dito, only quartz na kahit papaano, na kahit nakakahila lagi ang Grak. Mukhang na-decipher na ng ESF ang kanilang game style na whenever Grak pulls, Will N.E. Gambit has to be there to actually pop his SF, to actually pop his ultimate, and deal the damage. Because alam naman natin walang damage.
Walang damage
Si Grak.
At ang makikita natin ngayon, kasama talaga ni Gambit ngayon si Rubik's, which is, yung nasabi mo nga totoo talaga.
And that's good. And another successful pull from Grak. Brian, mukhang nalusaw dun. Di ko na nakita ang kanyang kinabukasan.
Nawala na lang bigla.
ESF Predator trying to get away, but the tower will fall in the process. Impressive trying, very aggressive play. And Grak, muntik na makahuli ulit. Kaso si ESF Predator will get away. And a Zenial ultimate. So mukhang si Grak dito, nagtatry ulit humila. This is actually a very good place for Grak right now. Very aggressive place. Mukhang tatry niya ulit line si ESF Larry, but no avail. Hindi niya nahila. But right now, ESF Gracia is here trying to fight off. And mukhang makakataka si Will N.E. Gambit. Wow! Will N.E. Gambit actually popping off the ultimate. And mukhang di mapapatay si ESF Gracia. Oh my... And no. False alarm, mamamatay si ESF Gracia. But right now, ESF Brian, mukhang nag-ultimate, mukhang mamamatay si 1-7. And what an airy ultimate to actually finish off. That's good. Kaso nahila na naman si ESF Larry. Naku, mukhang na-rest in pepperonis na naman. Kaso right now, ESF Brian. And what a good flicker from ESF Brian.
Nakatakas pa.
Grabe, isang kiliti na lang yung buhay ni ESF Larry no, kaso nakatakas pa siya eh. But right now, ESF Predator, di natin nakita in the process that Impressive was actually pushing the Dark Slayer lane. But right now, mukhang nakakita tayo ng fight dito. Impressive. ESF Raf is in a top spot right now. Kaso mukhang mag-ESF si Zenial. Kaso sakto sa ultimate ni Grak. Right now, Zenial is just too tanky and we might see another reset. Kaso si Irie dito trying to kill. And maybe pumapasok siya kaso nahuli si Grak dito and mukhang wala siyang ultimate. And Grak will fall.
Makikita mo naman na hindi na talaga baliktad ang talim ni Irie ngayon. Medyo nagiging effective na siya.
Tama ka dyan, Only Quartz. And right now, we're seeing a glimmer of hope for the side of EurasiaSuperfly na kahit paano. But I have to interrupt myself right there kasi mukhang mahuli naman si ESF Larry. But, yan, nakataka siya. And it's actually worth noting that this is actually a close game, you can say. To be honest, this is actually a close game for both teams. Kasi nakikita natin na yun nga, sinabi ko niya, there's a glimmer of hope on the side of EurasiaSuperfly kasi they are trying their best to actually see what New Era really wants to do. And they might even, but right now makikita natin si Will N.E. Impressive getting that Abyssal Dragon. The third Abyssal Dragon to ESF 0. So, and another good hook, nahuli na naman si Joker. Napadaan lang si Joker, namatay na. Kaso ngayon, mukhang mag-push sila ngayon dito sa lane. And Max is actually trying to make space. Kaso, and another good hook. Nahila na naman si ESF Raf. Naku, grabe, ang dami ng hilahan. Ilan na kaya ang stock nito ni Rubik's? We never know. Kasi namatay si Rubik's dun sa SSD Preta. But Will N.E. Benz right now entered the fray and killed off ESF Predator. Kaso ngayon, Impressive is in a top spot and Will N.E. Benz. This might be a double kill. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. ESF Gracia falls down and they might get the tower.
Makakapush na sila dito sa Dark Slayer.
And wow! Will N.E. Gambit actually killing off that hero. Nakalimutan ko, sobrang dami nangyayari. Wala na akong masabi dito, Only Quartz.
Sobrang nakakalito na kung anong nangyayari ngayon pero lamang na lamang ang WIL New Era.
Yes, kung makikita natin ngayon dito sa map control ng WIL New Era, lahat ng 3 of their towers are not yet. Kahit kiliti pa ata, wala eh. Wala pa kahit tipong nahawakan pa lang, parang Nazareno, wala pa tayong nakikita ngayon dito. Kaso right now, WIL New Era is, I think, trying to secure the placement dun sa Dark Slayer. We never know. Kaso mukhang pagbalik siguro dito na Impressive, we might see that. Kaso, of course, ESF is trying to, trying to bounce back from this game.
Tama.
So ano sa tingin mo kailangan gawin ng ESF dito in order to, capitalize on the Grak mistakes kung meron man.
They have to do something about that Crixie and Grab. Kailangan paghiwalayin talaga sila kasi sobrang lakas.
Oops, I have to interrupt you right there kasi nagkakaroon ng team fight dito and Scoot is actually soloing that hero na patay niya. Kaso mo kung mapapatay niya pa ngayon dito si ESF Brian. But unfortunately, sobrang dami members ng EurasiaSuperfly and they go down. But right here on the Dark Slayer lane, mukhang nagkakaroon ng team fight ngayon. ESF Raf is still trying to fight kaso mukhang tatlo. Mukhang sabi niya, ako, I'm out of here. Mukhang di na siya makakatakas but right now. And the I forgot that one, but a good kill. A good kill.
Impressive.
So right now, dahil dito, and another good hook from ESF, from Will and Rubik's. Kaso mo na-miss niya lahat eh. But right now, they're trying to fight for the authority dun sa Dark Slayer lane. Impressive is actually that damage is humongous. And WIL New Era gets the Dark Slayer buff. So, ano masasabi mo ngayon dito sa mga pangyayari?
Talagang nadadali sila ng mga hila ni Grak eh. Sobrang lakas.
And that is actually one of the highlights for this match is that Grak actually worked in a competitive setup kasi dami nagsasabi na and another hook. I have to interrupt myself kasi mukhang mapupush dito sa mid lane and a good push. So mukhang there's no tower. Oh, there's actually only one tower left sa Abyssal Dragon lane ng ESF. They're trying their best to defend this tower but unfortunately may namatay na isang member ng ESF and now there are only 4 members trying to defend this lane and Grak is still trying to find impressive trying to enter, sobrang dami niyang damage ngayon. Wow, and the tower goes down and another hook. ESF Gracia will go down. Tatlong members na lang. I don't know what happened and Max actually entered the fray and killed. Oh, and now we see game WIL New Era getting the second game against EurasiaSuperfly 2-0. Wow. Only Quartz. Ano masasabi mo dun sa game na yun?
Napaka-impressive talaga.
Napaka-impressive.
Medyo peculiar. Medyo interesting yung picks nila pero makikita mo yung MVP nila, si Max. Medyo pumapasok siya kung saan-saan eh. Medyo mahirap siyang tamaan. So, nakakuha siya ng 7 kills, 0 deaths, and 13 assists.
Wow, and you are right. And napansin ko rin dito na napakaganda ng duo actually ng Grak and Crixie.
Tama.
Because once Grak pulls somebody, he will just pop the ultimate. And at the same time, Crixie will also pop her ultimate. Popping cherries na to mga kaibigan. Kumbaga, sobrang sira na talaga ang kinabukasan pag yung dalawang ultimate na yun nagsama eh.
Touch of death na talaga yun
yes,
kapag nahuli ka.
You are correct. And WIL New Era Gambit actually has the advantage, 32% damage. Wow. What a very, very interesting game. Unfortunately, ang ESF.MAYHEM falls as well. It was actually a good game for both teams.
Yep.
You have to give credit to both teams. It was actually a good matchup, but unfortunately, one has to fall down, and that is ESF.MAYHEM. And right now, we're in the game. Walang games actually. So, mababasa na lang kami ng mga shoutout dito. Shoutout nga pala kay James Anastasio. Napatawa ka pa dyan ha? ESF, shoutout rin kay JB Arca. And to all of the viewers, di ko na masabi siguro.
Si Josh Davis na nag-request talaga ng Grak kanina pa.
Wow, siya ba ang nag-request ng Grak? Wow, very, very good game. Wala pa rin, pawis pa rin ako. I'm still sweating right now because of how impressive that game is. And that might be it. That might be it for today. So tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. for the finals and the third and the bronze match between ESF.MAYHEM versus EurasiaSuperfly.
Battle of EurasiaSuperflies.
And the 8 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry for errato lang. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. ang match tomorrow. Finals between WIL New Era and BrenEsports. Wow, is this the Valor Cup, mga kaibigan? And for the third placer, we will actually see ESF.MAYHEM versus EurasiaSuperfly. So guys, I hope we see you guys again tomorrow. And this has been a good stream. This is on behalf of my fellow co-casters. Kades, Lone Wolf, and Only Quartz. We bid you good night, guys. And of course, nakalimutan ko i-introduce, nakalimutan ko paalam. And of course, Jules, bidding you good night and hope to see you again tomorrow for another Hallohallo Gaming Tournament action. Okay, goodbye guys. And hope to see you again tomorrow for another Hallohallo Gaming Tournament action. Okay, goodbye guys.